Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Chronicle. This is home where some of my favorite people and I will get together, tell some awesome stories, and hopefully take you guys along for the ride with us. We are back. We're going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Today, just ignore what everybody else is doing and just focus on me. If you don't know what Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition is, it's time for you to get onto it. Get into it right now. What is going on, guys?
He's fingering at the table again.
Why? But why?
I think he just wanted to ruin your intro.
Every single time. But
I think he's evil and he wants to ruin your intro.
I think he is too.
Look at that smirk on his face. He's pleased with himself as well. Sick.
Yeah.
I am a grown adult. Drinking a cup of tea at the table.
Please help
Holly,
me.
Holly, let me hand over to you.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't really know what to say, but also pray for me. And also, what the fuck? You just stop praying for me.
You asked. You asked.
You know,
I'm a good friend.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I'm here for you, Holly.
James
Did the
and I are
camera catch
bros.
that?
They've been fisting at the table all the time.
The camera.
We have to bump
Okay.
it directly in front of the camera. Yeah.
You guys are doing a good job fisting. Good up.
Guys, James and I are bros. Nobody else understands.
Yeah, man. Totally.
Do I sound like that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, James just said I was a Chad, so
What can
guys,
I say? It's true.
sound off in the comments. Do you guys think I'm a Chad? I low-key think I am. I look like Prince Charming, so I have to be like some level of Chad, right? Giga Chad? Giving Giga Chad? In any case, we are going to be returning to the world of Cathora, a homebrew world of my own creation. This is our 5th session in the 2nd campaign, which we've been, I think everybody's been enjoying. Yeah, we got off to a strong start. There's been a lot of political intrigue that we're going to delve into possibly this session, possibly in some future sessions, who knows. See, that's the joy of D&D, is that I plan something and then it never happens. So
I was actually thinking maybe we don't go to Pyrus this session.
were you going to Boris's?
Let's turn around and go to the Dying Marches.
Let's build a sandcastle! Yay!
I thought we were going like shopping and then going to Pyrus.
We're going to the
No.
beach.
Let's
Beach
go to the beach!
episode!
Where's the beach?
Where's the beach?
Where's the dragon?
You guys are landlocked at the moment. Where's the dragon?
Is there a strip club nearby?
Dragon. My balls. Okay.
What's a strip club?
Do you see women's tits?
Oh my god. Guys, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's happened. Usually I am kind of the problem, but this time it's not me.
I've been
I promise
keeping my
it's not
energy
me.
hidden all night, waiting.
I know, you were so like not in character when like
Yeah.
I first arrived. You're like, yeah, I'll get into character, it'll be fine. And then look at you.
Wait, you telling me this is a character Loki's playing? This is screen
the trick in D&D is you just play yourself so that you're ready to play D&D at all times.
My Twitch persona. That's
No,
right.
that's just you. It's just you.
I feel like Lucky just needed a little mental break and then he can be
He
feral,
is
you know what I
truly
mean?
mentally broken, I can tell you that much.
I went to the toilet and pressed my on switch.
Where is that?
My prostate.
Where does he get this shit?
I don't know.
Where does it come from?
I'm
That's
still
a
thinking
Direct
back to,
reference to Deadpool.
I'm still thinking back to when Lockie said earlier, you guys were not treated to this, but I'm going to treat you to it now. Power word blood fart. Which is...
I thought you were going to say, I'm a slut for convenience.
But that was right in reference.
I'm a
to
slut for convenience is great. I do enjoy that.
Was that not I thought that was a Loki original.
It probably is. I don't know. I
Slut
don't keep
for
track
convenience.
anymore.
But what was the context for that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It was about Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so maybe we'll be going to Pyrus this session. I really don't know. We'll see. We're not going to be going to the beach though, because the beach is further away. But maybe eventually you guys
What
can have a
happens if
beach
we went
game.
really fast?
Like, how fast are we talking?
Sprinting.
Sprinting.
For-
Entire days.
For days on it, you
No
die.
longer S, just sprint.
You
I
would
have
die.
-2 to Dex.
That doesn't really matter. It's your constitution that matters for exhaustion purposes.
True.
Dex is just like how hard you are to hit, and how nimble you are.
I figured it would somehow relate to the walking speed, but it doesn't, does it?
No, your walking speed is just set.
How long have we been playing D&D for?
Like
Anyone
3
know?
years.
Nah, that can't be right.
That's right. It's been longer.
Has it?
For me, it has.
As a group, we started playing
Yeah, about 3 years.
20,
Hot sec.
2022, 2021? I don't know.
Post-COVID.
It was post-COVID, yeah.
COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-2021, COVID-21,
It must be
Jungus.
22.
21. 21 guns.
You know who sings that?
Your mom.
Green Day for everybody out there. I see you guys. Okay.
All four of them.
All 4 of you who know what I'm talking about.
Anyone in the,
21 guns.
Anyone gonna give me an F in the chat for Holly's epic Chadwickness?
What?
What?
An F. Is that F-able though?
I think I'd F it.
I'd F it. My Chadness. Would you
Yeah.
guys F my Chadness? Be honest.
Not in that way.
Giving Kyle. Who's Kyle?
Kyle and
Is that what
Jackie
it says?
O.
That's right. It's
Surely
me,
not.
Kyle
Please no.
Sanderly.
It says Kyle/Pause.
Pause.
Piece of shit?
No! Slash positive!
Oh!
Who's Kyle positive?
I'm no
As opposed
idea.
to like the anti-Kyle?
What is this?
Who is
Kyle
Kyle?
in the
Maybe
campaign?
Kyle is...
Can we find Kyle?
We can find Kyle piece of shit.
Guys, we need to find Kyle in this episode. No library, finding Kyle.
We have to go back. We have to find Kyle.
Do you guys think we could travel to Wyladium and go find Barrel?
What if I just create an Easter egg where the barrel is somewhere in every single place that you guys are, you just have to find it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I'll do the same with Kyle. I'll swap them.
The
One-
campaign will grind to a halt. I look for a small
I will
turtle.
look for a turtle.
The
Called
turtle in
Kyle.
hole.
Is the turtle under the sewer grate? Is the turtle in my pants?
There's a turtle in my balls? Help
It's
me.
a turd in my pants.
Oh my- Guys, what the fuck? Anyway, this has been such a long introduction. We're gonna play some D&D and stuff.
How many minutes?
15.
No,
15,
about
no,
7,
actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's actually
okay,
been pretty
that's not bad.
efficient for us.
We can keep going if you want.
Any
You guys want
we'll cast a vote to the chat.
Do you want us to just
Write
just
either 1
cancel
or
D&D?
0. And
Cancel D&D. We're just gonna do a podcast.
Cancel. But then I would be sad.
Would you?
Yeah.
But would you be happy with the podcast?
I'd probably also be sad with the podcast.
Why? You don't like to yap?
I do like to yap, but I like D&D more.
Oh, thank you for
Mm.
0002
Come.
for the word come.
Oh my
Just-
god.
Who would write such a thing?
Bro's so annoying. Who would write about cum?
Just for reference, chat, 40002 is a little bit challenged.
Also, one of our esteemed moderators.
Esteemed, yeah, actually, true. Lucky is a mod. That's
He is.
We should maybe revoke it.
I don't know what I'm doing with it. You can't do it.
You're
again.
writing the word "come" in chat. I can tell you that much.
It's fine. I have login for the account anyway. I can mod myself and unmod myself at my own whim.
True.
It's
True.
It's true.
Do I have anything else to say? Do we have any announcements? Oh, next week, no D&D. Sorry, guys.
It's true.
No D&D. It'll just be us just sitting here, and we'll just stare at you the whole time. Nobody will make any noise. We won't speak. We'll just stare the whole time. How about that?
I didn't agree to this.
Too late. Live on air.
Eat James's Catan set.
I feel like he'd be very upset
Nah, I reckon it'd be pretty funny.
if Lockie just put all of your Catan.
I would
pieces
take
in.
his Catan set as compensation.
He's probably put those in his mouth though already.
No, you haven't.
He probably has.
I possibly in the nostrils, the little houses. But like the tiles
But-
wouldn't fit.
But what is the urge to put? This is
He could lick them.
Last thing before we D&D. This is just like a random side point, but why in the mouth and why in the nose? Like, what is the compulsion to do it?
He urges
just
to
didn't-
have his mouth filled.
That's what she said.
Filled with pussy.
I'm very sorry, and I think that's what we're gonna call it for tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for
but-
tuning into the stream.
Look at dice.
Why is it wet and shiny? I couldn't possibly.
Wet and shiny like my balls.
You should do that nice and close to the. This is our ASMR stream.
Yeah, what if we just did some ASMR, guys? How would you feel about that? You guys like ASMR?
Lucky.
Ah, my favorite ASMR is the one that puts the grater above the microphone and just starts slamming it.
The Great? What? I've never seen
Have you
that.
this guy in like a shitty Spider-Man mask with headphones on, and he gets a microphone and then just puts like a box grater on it,
Oh,
and then
shit.
just starts like rubbing like a metal thing against the grater. So soothing.
I like it when they scratch chalkboards with their nails.
It's a good one as well. I like the one that put a whole bunch of Razor scooters and then just slammed them all into his shin.
I am gonna be just suffering tonight. I really feel like this is we're gonna suffer, but it's okay because maybe we'll enjoy it.
Suffering and slaying.
Guys, oh my god, also, happy Pride.
Of course
Yo,
you'd
is
say
it
that,
my
Quinn.
month?
June already?
Let us know who your favorite gay is
Be
and
June
why it's me.
or be gay?
Donate them $10
Chad.
today.
Yeah,
Just-
donate $10 to us, to me, Chad,
Chad.
so that I can use it to buy my bubble tea. Okay,
Up.
let's start doing some Dinder. Okay. Oh, I should do a recap. I'm so sorry, I didn't do a recap. Last time, where last we left off, you guys were kind of cleaning up after the mess of finding out that Cadius was not actually working at the bars. In case of mistaken identity, you guys went to the police station, you reported it, and found out some information for Nero about his father's disappearance. While you were at the Panopticon, Nero went to see a
What? No, I didn't.
I've got this bloodstained piece of paper that says otherwise.
Is that your new
Voice.
voice?
No. I have to hide my identity.
Okay, I see. Nero went to go and visit one of the high security risk prisoners in the jail by the name of CJ Volutare. After a, I don't know, how would you characterize the discussion? Productive?
Nonsensical.
Nonsensical? Persuasive, perhaps? Manipulative, maybe? Chad.
He seems like a pretty cool guy. Except he's also like a murderer.
Maybe.
That's
And
pretty cool.
murdering's not cool. It's
I mean, they
hot.
could be. Who knows? Who knows? Did you just say murdering's not cool? It's hot.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I know what
Love
you're
a
saying.
man with a knife.
Love a man with a knife? That's crazy.
How do you love a man with a knife?
That's
It
crazy.
penetrates me all the time.
Ew.
The knife or the man? Open to
Is
it.
it a gun that kills someone or the
Guys,
man that kills
let me do my
someone?
recap. God. Getting angry. After a discussion, Nero made the decision to help CJ Volutari escape from prison. And after that, you came to a sort of accidental partnership where you helped CJ escape, and CJ agreed that they would help you to find more information, to find your father who's been missing, disappearing for how long? It was a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a couple
a
months.
month or so.
After that, you laid low for a little bit went to sleep, and for you, Zahryn and Drefan, you guys spent the day pretty much just hanging out, you know, just chilling,
Best
having
buds,
a really
hanging out.
chill time. But also, I believe Zahryn, you were a little bit suspicious of Nero when Nero
Yeah,
came
because
back.
he keep changing his mind.
Yeah.
What about?
Going to Pyrus.
It was agreed upon that you guys would do a little bit more research, laying low, before you went to Pyrus. But the ultimate plan is to head to Pyrus and follow up some leads that you have for them. Did I miss anything? Anybody? No. Oh, Nero, you got a note at the end of last session to say that it was taken care of, that your name was kind of scrubbed from the registrar. Now that brings us to our time for my little prologue. So if you're new around here, I just do a little prologue to get us into the headspace for D&D, to let you guys know what's going on in the rest of the world. And then we get into the actual game. So bear with me for just a little bit, and let's get into it. The first fingers of Midnight's chill works its way into the cracks and crevices of stone buildings. It creeps under doorways, seeps through creaking floorboards worn thin over time, and crawls up the backs of figures huddled close in the darkness. The burnished orange light of Cathora's smallest moon at its peak warms the otherwise sterile silver hues of Luron's face as they bear down upon his creations. It was this clear, burning sky at the dead of night that washed the slumbering city in an aggressive, dangerous light. The faint groaning of wood and sighing of rustling trees in the wind wrap around the desolate buildings, stacked on top of each other down the main thoroughfare. A figure strolls carelessly down the middle of the street, heavy boots crunching on shards of glass as they move onwards in the night. A dagger rotates around and around in their hand, the glinting silver washed red in the moonlight. There's a calm and assuredness to their movements, paying no mind to the possibility of eyes staring out into the darkness to watch them. There was no one who would watch them. They take a left, cutting through an alleyway splattered with ash and dust. Pockmarks and craters line the blackened masonry, their appearance a stark contrast to the quiet of the city. Charred remnants of wooden beams splinter violently under the figure's steps. They drop into a crouch, surveying the area before them. Makeshift wooden blockades have been erected in the several hours that have passed since the incident. Several glyphs are scratched into the wood, stretching over the enormous hole left in the side of the stone building, and plugging in smaller gaps with an arcane web. Two figures stand guard in front of the site of the explosion, staring blankly at their surroundings for any approaching threats. The rattle of chains in the building sings out in the quiet, curling breeze. Above them, one window in the middle of the row flickers faintly with lamplight. The figure smiles, ducking back behind the corner of the building. They take a few steps back, surveying the nearby buildings. As if pulled suddenly into motion, they run at the wall before them, planting their foot solidly against the stone and vaulting themselves upwards. Catching their hands on the lip of the above balcony, they swing themselves upwards. The steel rivets along the balcony's edge rattle slowly with the change in weight. Repeating their ascent, they launch themselves upwards and their fingers dip into the roof's gutter. It groans briefly before it snaps back into place with the figure's release. They land deftly on the roof, noticing the frame swinging on its hinges. Despite the slant, they stand up easily with a sigh. They gaze upwards at the window. A shape moves from within, displacing the lamplight and casting elongated shadows along the walls. The figure smiles, the blade, once again, rotating around and around in their hand. before they release it. But our story for the evening begins in a much more quiet and peaceful morning than the past day has been for all of you. You find yourselves clustered in the Renaissance. I believe we finished it where you're having breakfast, I believe.
Yeah.
Nero, you are coming down a little bit later, I think, than Zahryn and Drefan, having discovered the note left in your room for you. And the day is yours, guys. What would you like to do?
What was our list of jobs again? It was
Bioweapon for me.
weapon,
Library.
library.
Wait, why do I need a weapon?
Because you lost yours.
Yes, but why do I need a weapon?
So that you can defend yourself when we go on an adventure.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Also because Drefan wants to go shopping. I go
Chopping?
Wood chopping?
We're gonna go
Wood.
jewelers,
into the
right?
jewelers, so that you can ask about
Yes.
that. And then you wanted to go to the panopticon.
Do you have to go get your stuff for the panopticon?
Nah, you can do that, it's fine.
You want to go to the panopt to talk to the guy.
I actually don't know why I wanted to do that. I'm trying to remember. what
All
my
I
reason
remember
was.
is that you wanted to go there.
We're just notifying that we're leaving.
I don't know.
My notes just have all these notes in them and it's like, I was not there for them in asterisks.
Oh, right, yeah.
See, I draw them in a different colour.
I have them in my brain. There it is in my brain. I just remember.
Couldn't be me.
What would we like to do first?
Yeah, where would you guys like to go first? What would you like to do? Also, Lockie has died. Hey, Lockie.
Why do you do that with your face?
Welcome back.
He goes pig mode.
He also every single time just like breathes in, just. I don't
That's
know.
just how that's just how he breathes.
Lovely noises. You're welcome, stream.
I'm so sorry, stream. Okay. Yeah. So, what would you guys like to do first for the day? Any thoughts and feels?
I would say
Are you all sticking together? Some of you splitting up? What's the plan?
I think we decided that we were going to stick together until you wanted to go to the panopt, and then I was going to go to the library instead of the panopt. We were going to do the shopping together, and then we were going to split up when you wanted to head over there.
Yeah.
Because
Shopping trip. We need also supplies for Travel.
Shopping trip. Chicken jockey.
chicken. Is there a notice board for things like jobs as well?
You wouldn't have looked, I don't think, but maybe you can have a look.
okay, we got to find a notice board for jobs.
Just thinking for money.
Real.
Yeah, how are you gonna pay for a weapon? Good question.
Real.
Actually, it's a good point. How much does
Yeah.
the weapon normally cost?
Depends on the weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends. That's my favorite answer for my life at the moment. Guys, did you know I'm in law school? I know it doesn't seem like it.
I have 19 gold.
I have
Okay, it's kind of pog.
25.
I have none because I'm not allowed to touch it.
Up to you guys what you'd like to do. You could follow up on any leads that you have here as well, if you would like to. It's really up to you. You guys kind of didn't really discuss much other than weapon, then Pyrus.
That's all you need.
I was thinking maybe we can see if we can find some work along the way there or something. See if there is a bounty or something to get some
Oh,
money.
yes, one that can be claimed in Pyrus.
Yeah,
Or
or
what
On our way.
kind of work?
any for money. You know, to maybe buy a horse or something.
Buy a horse for work?
No, like, we
Travel.
get money to buy a horse so
Oh.
we can travel.
Buy food.
Have you been... How did you get here traveling? You just... What?
I ran.
No, I didn't go through Iran. I went
I did not Iran, I Iraq.
I'm in hell.
No. You're in Australia. Bloody hell.
Anyway, how did you? Do you even?
What's a normal way to travel if you don't like have a horse and cart? Do you just like travel in a wagon with other
Just
people?
walk.
Are there like buses?
You
Are there
walked.
coaches?
There are
Yeah.
coaches, yeah. You would have been coming from sort of the bottom of
Map.
yeah.
Can I see the map?
This is the only map that I have with me. The other one is currently being transferred. But you're sort of down here, right, for Sheercrest.
Sick. And
so
we
you guys are all the way up here.
damn
So it's up to you how you think you would have done it.
ferry and coach.
Possibly, yeah. You could also use a teleportation sample.
Is that shit expensive?
Depends.
Damn, they got all these cool options, and we walked.
You walk.
Yeah. Well, in the Orestein Grasp, there is a lot of like magic is much more. I wouldn't say that it's not regulated, but it is past the Dying Marches, so there's kind of less attention paid to it than the strongholds of the Empire, the Bellastrine Empire. It'd be sort of the same. You could have gone from Aresti, like the Orestein Grasp. If you just wanted to walk to Aresti, you could do that, and then go to the Cuspria. That might also have worked, and then walked down. It's up to you. I'm asking you what you think Nero would have done. That's
Wagon.
it. Wagon, okay. Would have been a long journey, but yes.
Well, could I have where's the map? Where map?
This is my current map that I have here. Everything else is getting hand drawn, guys.
So I'm by Oresti.
Yeah, the Orestein Grasp.
What's the little town on the coast?
Huh?
This little dot.
This one here. Let me consult my photo. Let me consult my photo. What did you just score?
Why do you feel the need?
Look good.
Okay.
To do what?
He'll be generating names, you know. You can channel back Dicky could be good.
How about you save it for your world, dude?
Yeah.
To be fair, names like this do exist
Yeah.
on Earth.
This
Little
is true.
Arsington.
Bangkok.
But I would
Bangkok?
like everybody to remember when I used the name that I don't even think sounds funny, and everybody mocked the shit
What
out of
was
me
it?
for it. Zushtar.
Zushtar's epic. It sounds
Everybody was so
cool.
mean to me over it, so you know,
The
none of you
Zushtar.
guys.
It's like the Zohan.
Yo, real.
They both start with the same letter, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
We know what you're saying, James.
I'm a little bit confused, I'm not gonna lie.
He does
No,
not
you know what
I'm
he's saying.
Okay.
Look at this two perspective of my.
Finger your hole.
You look at your phone for 1 second, guys.
This is just. It doesn't take much for Lucky to go from something normal to fingering.
Lockie was at something normal to begin with?
No.
The town that you pointed out earlier was Ozare.
Ozare. Well, so could I have sailed from Ozare to like near Waisia?
Yep.
Is that a normal thing to do?
You can, yeah. If you have enough money to, or you know, you wanted to go over the sea, yeah, absolutely. There's lots of different ways you could have gotten there.
You could have swam.
Well,
I take my fucking sea turtle and I ride it across the expanse.
This is why we must go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach each.
where are we at the moment?
What they're gonna say? Have a drink down the Bud Light. Bad bitches like me is hard to come by.
I think I'm setting that we all think of starships.
Starships are meant to fly.
I'm so sorry, everyone in the chat.
No, don't be mad, guys. They love it.
Do they?
Oh my god, they have like a really bad angle of my face with this camera.
We can.
Oh, that one. You can rotate it a little bit. I'm currently center shock. Like it could be a little bit.
What? Which camera? My camera.
You know that like
Oh my god.
You know that image of like the horse eating, and they've taken a photo of the horse and the eye is like huge.
Too much as a Twitch Quinn elbow.
Ooh, yeah. Real.
I love that cat so much. I'm gonna find a cat in this campaign and name it Ooh-ee-ah.
Only if I can throw it like a football.
Ooh-ee-ah. Ooh-ee-ah. Ooh.
Can I put that cat in the trigger, not get it down?
Ooh-ee-ah. Ooh. Sorry.
Alright.
Do you guys feel bad for me?
What were we doing today?
I don't know. They've been
Figure
trying
it
to
out.
ask for 10 minutes.
We're gonna go see if we find a notice board with job. We're gonna find weapon, a book, jewelry, and then we're gonna go to the prison and ask them more questions.
I thought you said the president. I was like,
Mr. President. What's
okay.
sorry? In character, I've just been standing here staring at you.
I know. This is.
I sailed up to Waisir and caught a coach.
Okay, so do you know how horses work?
I have never ridden one.
It's so much fun.
Is that so?
Used to have like the nicest horse. I love jousting.
Must have been a big horse.
Yeah, the horses are pretty big.
The horses are big.
It was just like the nature.
Have you seen one?
Oh,
Yes.
could we get a camel?
No. Okay, well, anyway, the reason why we want to do jobs is so that we get money, so that we can get supplies for our travels to Pyrus, and so that we can possibly get a horse to make it faster to get there.
How much does a horse normally cost?
Like 75 gold pieces.
Fuck me.
And that's why.
Can't we just catch a coach?
Yes, but that also costs gold, so we also need to do jobs.
I have money.
You're just going to pay for all of us,
No.
and that's why we have to do jobs.
I understand.
Welcome to the adventuring life.
It's really fun.
Work doesn't sound like much of an adventure to me.
Hello, Horde.
Sometimes it's really fun, and then there's like bandits or something you get to fight.
It's an interesting idea of fun.
He enjoys it.
We're still in the Renaissance, just munching away on our...
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, where are we going to first?
Oh my god.
To the weapon store? Question mark.
We hadn't decided in character yet, had we?
We are going to the weapon store.
We're going to the weapons store because the little child wants to go see the weapons.
Pointy things.
Okay. So you guys.
Could I also, before we leave, ask Larisha if there is like a bounty board or somewhere where we can accept jobs?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Let me find its exact location for you. I did not expect that. There's so many things in life.
Fortunately, that was something you could have planned for because I thought of it a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
She's getting comfy. She needs to do 6 circles.
Sorry, so you're heading up to Larisha? Hi there, how can I help you?
Hi. Sorry, I know I asked you about the library a few minutes ago,
Right.
but I was also wondering if there was a board or a place of any kind where we could accept any jobs for on the road.
Oh, sure, if you head, and she'll give you like direction, just north a little bit, down the main thoroughfare, you'll get to the Natchar section, and that's where you'll find most of your adventuring guild, that sort of stuff. If there's anything that you're looking for, I'm sure they'll probably be able to help you out there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. We should be back tonight, and then tomorrow morning, possibly heading off, so then we'll put everything there.
Right, well, safe travels. I'll see you later.
Yes.
Good luck with your research.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. Okay.
Goodbye. Alright, you all head up. So you're going first to the Natcha Quarter.
I think that'd be best, so that we can like guide our way around, whatever.
Give me a moment to find
Kill all the rats
my
in the basement.
outstanding quests. Fuck, I don't have it with me.
Is there a quest where we have to set fire to rats in the basement?
Is there a quest where we get to set fire to a building?
I think Nero's already done it.
Question 3. Yeah, I'm so good at this.
I didn't set it on fire. I was just a
Just an
passive
accomplice.
bystander. I guess an active bystander.
Hey, it's be the active bystander and give the criminal the keys and then
Are
watch.
you? Yeah, I don't think.
He didn't
I think
use the
that's-
keys though. Didn't use them. It's true.
He did.
He didn't use them.
He did.
Oh, I guess he did.
You
Kinda
also
like
just kind of threw them at them. So
pretty smart. Pretty smart stuff.
yeah, yep. Alright. Sorry, I'm
It's
finding my.
in.
Okay, so as you guys are heading through the city, you notice that people are sort of coming back to a sense of normalcy. There's still a lot of debris that's being cleaned up, but it's mostly in the alleyways now. The main thoroughfare has kind of been cleared out enough that people are able to use it to go to shops and things like that. You see a lot of people are sort of bustling about to get to work. I'm assuming you guys probably all would have gotten up relatively early in the morning. I'd say it's probably, like 8 or so after you finished your breakfast and everything. The one thing that kind of stands out to you is there are several... they look like noble women, like courtesan women, who are sort of walking in a gaggle and pointing out at different shops that may have suffered a little bit worse for wear. There are boards that are kind of nailed onto the window frames. There's glass that's been kind of blown out, and some that's obviously been just completely shattered. You do see that there appears to have been some sort of fire at one of these stores that they're looking at, and they're kind of whispering to each other about that. There are several town criers as well who are wandering up and down the streets, and you can hear the ting, 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 ting as they ring their bells. Some of them appear to be holding out their kind of holding out these sheets and things like that, kind of passing them off to people if they'll take them. Everybody's kind of just trying to get to where they need to be. It seems much more like you'd expect for a moderately sized city.
What sort of news are they announcing?
One of them very clearly says so one of them is kind of walking up and down the thoroughfare and declaring, "Break out at the Panopt! Break out at the Panopt! Voltare on the run!" And kind of just yelling about that particular news. There's another one who's walking up down the side streets and is talking about how the Grimoisian Legion is launching an investigation into the events of the execution on behalf of the Empire. There are a couple of different it looks like there are a couple of different publications. One of them seems to be more political based. The other one is just more of like the breaking headlines, and that appears to be the one that's like walking up and down the main thoroughfare. So if you want to do some more investigation into that, you could do.
Are they free newspapers or?
I don't know. You'd have to approach.
Do you want newspaper for the research?
If they're free, sure, because libraries are free as well.
Are these newspapers free?
I've got a free flyer for the Lochlan family, but these ones will cost you 3 copper pieces for the entire newspaper spread.
3 copper pieces, Zahryn. Can I have that flyer, please?
Oh, the free, not the news.
Do you want the newspaper?
I don't know. Do you want the newspaper?
I don't know. I can barely read.
He passes you the pamphlet, the flyer for the Lochlan wines. It appears to be an estate tour.
We're going to stay tour.
Oh, so you can read.
You can read.
This is big.
Oh, so the problem isn't that you can't read. It's the problem that you need glasses.
Yeah, but then I look like a nerd.
Rude.
Would it be helpful?
You know what? Sure. I'll take one of the newspapers as well, please.
Oh, of course. And like passes off the newspaper to you. There, splashed on the front cover is a roughly drawn sketch of who you think must be CJ Volitari. You guys never saw CJ, so you just assume it just says, you know, Volitari on the run. There's also, you know, lots of headlines talking about how there must have been an accomplice from the inside who helped them to escape.
Mm-hmm.
I would not
Crazy
want to
stuff.
be that accomplished. That would be really bad.
One thing that catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Do you spend a little bit of time just flicking through it and reading?
Yeah, as we're walking.
So on the front page, if you don't open it up, you see that there appears to be there appears to be a headline, like a subheading, that says "shock murder" at the prison, at the Panopt.
I would love to read into that, please, if there was a little...
Yeah, sure. It's like a
Yeah,
you flip to
yeah,
page
to the
7.
page, yeah. Where is the page?
White man with strange mask seen running from hole in wall.
No, apparently. So, as you read, you see that there, essentially, it says that there's been a break-in again, a break-in, not a break-out, a break-in to the Panopt in the dead of night, and there appears to be several guards that were slaughtered, and some reason to suggest that Expulse and Drefan might now be missing or in danger.
I'm just gonna, like, as I'm walking, so Drefan's in front to be my human shield as I walk behind him so I can read while I'm walking at the same time.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
got
like-
a hand on the armor strap or something.
I'm like, oh my god, so you guys know how someone broke out of the prison yesterday?
Yeah, we're kind of there.
Well, yes. Someone apparently, reading this, broke back in, maybe the same person. And
Why would the same person break back in again?
I
Unless
don't
it was like
know.
to clear
Exactly.
someone's record or something? That'd be crazy.
someone broke
Yeah, you're really weird.
yeah, someone broke back in, and there are several guards slaughtered, and Expulse and Drefan, the one that you want to speak to, is, it says possibly missing. They don't know where he is.
How does someone possibly be missing?
Well, okay, yes, missing. I don't know. That's just what they say.
I'm intrigued by their phrasing, but
It was missing, possibly murdered.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like,
Possibly missing, murdered.
Yeah, sorry, maybe
we found flesh, not sure if
maybe
it's
I didn't
his.
explain that very well. Sorry.
My brain is dumb.
Anyway, but yeah. I'll be
Missing, possibly murdered as well.
oh. I liked him. He was friendly.
Posse?
Drefan liked him.
Sure.
What did you say?
Drefan liked him.
Oh.
What did you think he said?
I thought he said my mum liked him. How does your mum know about him?
Your mum.
Mother, I found you after all these years.
Oh, it also says that there's possibly an accomplice helping the prisoner escape as well. So it could be the accomplice's doing of going in and killing them.
Oh yeah, I could see how they could think that.
Why
That
would
makes
they
sense.
escape and go back to kill the guards?
Well, that's why I'm saying that the accomplice could have possibly the one that went and killed the guards.
Why would they care?
Maybe
Well,
they
if
had
it's
some
an accomplice,
documentation.
yeah, if it's an accomplice, they probably worked with the person that escaped and, were trying to cover their tracks.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
It'd be super easy to
Yes.
pin all the blame for all those dead people on that accomplice.
Yes.
The person's likely be very much hung.
My brain processed that word in the wrong way.
Are you thinking horsecock?
Can we wrap up early?
I think we're gonna need to. I'm gonna be so real.
So.
Well, it kind of ruined my plan to speak to Androxon.
Yeah, sorry, he's not there.
Should we find him? Should we trust them to find him?
And where do you think we should look for him?
I don't know. Basement? There's a lot of basement under the town.
Okay, why don't we continue with what we're doing, and we could ask around. You can
Oh yeah.
you can still go to the Panopt and ask,
Hmm.
because you still want to do that.
Oh, if he's not there, I don't know who I meant to talk to about us going. He was the one that was kind of
Well,
investigating.
did you
it.
want to talk to them about where he might have gone?
If he's being kidnapped, I don't know if they'll know.
It says missing, not kidnapped.
Oh. You think he's senile? Has he got lost? Is that why he's missing and not?
Holy shit.
Well, maybe you'd find something if you go back to the Panopt and ask if you want to.
Oh yeah, I can ask around, see if they know, see if they got any idea of next steps.
Yes,
Maybe they
sure.
want us to run Nero to Paris or something.
Sure.
To make some money or something like that.
We'll ask them when we head back because it's that way. Okay? Let's
Okay.
keep going to the guild. And I will keep reading the newspaper because I'm bored now as we're walking.
Okay, sure. Is there anything in particular that you would be looking at? Like any particular sections? There appears to be like a gossip column. A town gossip column.
Please read it.
Is there a comic section?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a picture of this guy called Kyle.
Kyle the
who's,
turtle?
just having a really bad day.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
Kyle.
He stubbed his toe, but at the end he gets a little sweet treat, so it's nice.
I think what I'm mainly looking for is like informative sections rather than gossip and stuff like that.
Okay. Anything in particular, like any particular sort of like information you're looking for? Those are the-
Pyrus would be a good one if there's any news on Pyrus.
In terms of Pyrus, the most you probably get is that if you're sticking to like informative, there's like a finance section that's
Wow,
like,
real.
talks about the agricultural trade in Pyrus, which seems to have dropped in this quarter quite significantly.
Otherwise, I'm just kind of browsing.
Sure.
As I'm walking until we get to where we need to go.
There's a lot of theories about, like opinion pieces about the Rotkins and how bad the damage was in the city, which happened yesterday. So this is the most updated that you'll get. One thing that actually might interest you, Zahryn, is that there is discussion of how the Cuspry Conclave is reportedly, like, political ties with the Cuspry Conclave are reportedly souring over the inclusion of certain druids in high positions in the Cuspry Conclave.
What is Cuspry Conclave?
What are they on the cusp of?
The Cuspry Conclave is on the outskirts of Balastria. It's like the last bastion, sort of independent rule in the Belastrian Empire before it was solidified as an almost total empire. They were all sort of different factions. And the Cuspry Conclave is the only one that has maintained its independence for so long. It's sort of famed for being a mercantile hub, and it does a lot of trade with different continents. There's a lot of people coming and going from the Cusperian Conclave.
How do you spell Cusperian Conclave?
Cusprea, and the Conclave.
P-R-E-A?
Yeah.
Conclave.
It's actually ruled by a trio of archmages, and they are the independent rulers of the Cusperian Conclave.
So they have druids in higher positions and the relationships. The
Yeah,
souring
there
of
is
it.
a reported. Let me see here. There's a reported assignment of a ministry to a druid, but it says that it doesn't actually give you a name. It says that things are still being finalized and kept under wraps by the Acrinian dynasty, presumably to stop widespread political riots, because the Cusperian Conclave is actually quite close to where you guys are. It sort of stretches beyond the hills of Pyrrhus. Like, it's kind of right on the edge.
Guess where we're going then.
Yes. And what other stuff? There was reportedly a small outbreak of the rots on the outskirts of Pyrrhus in the Pyrean Mantle, which was dealt with swiftly and efficiently, is what they say. Alright.
Just like, how far are we from the adventuring?
I would say
games and stuff?
you probably would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
there now.
You've been reading the newspaper and I've just been standing in front of the board for like 10 minutes.
You guys sort of follow Larisha's directions. You find yourselves moving sort of on a diagonal arc, and following the path of the main thoroughfare around to the Natcha Quarter. In this quarter, there's actually an arrangement of shops for sort of wayward adventurers to come and rest here. There's not many inns or anything in the area, but you do see that there are a lot of things like a general store. There's a small sort of magic shop. There's a bookshop, that sort of stuff. There is a notice board that is positioned sort of across, blocking an alleyway behind. There's not many things that are kind of positioned up there, but you do see a similar sketch of who you assume is CJ Volotaro, who's escaped from the Panopt. That is kind of smacked onto the board in several different places.
Does
as
it
well
look like
as
him?
Does it look like them? You did see them without the mask, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looks like them.
Crazy.
It's a decent interpretation.
What anything else on the board that really stands out, or just mainly?
There's a picture of Androxyn as well. There is a there are a couple of different quests here for you. Not all of them would probably be of interest. Like there's one that asks for help exterminating rats in somebody's ceiling. There's also a position for a farmhand on the Torrig family estate.
Not the Torrigs.
Yeah,
What need
those
have
dirty bitches.
What need have they for farmhands when they have magic?
I don't know. Might be something you guys have to look at. Who knows? That'd be so crazy. Can you imagine? There is also somebody who asks for assistance if anybody finds a small container with blue dust in it. It gives you like a picture of the jar that it comes in, and they're going to pay 65 gold for it.
Damn.
Is there a name? Like, how are we supposed to contact this person?
Well, underneath it says to be returned to Billow Folks.
To who?
Billow
Oh.
Folks?
That's the jeweler, right?
Well, and we might as well do that and get the jar
One of
before we go to the jeweler.
Any sort
If
of
we can
information
find it.
Yeah, any information about where the jar might be, or
It says that it was lost in the struggle of the previous day. It's suspected that its last known location was in front of oh my god, I have so many notes. I need to organize myself better. I'm so sorry, guys. In front of Croftbow's parlor.
Lara Croft? Is that the two
Lara
names?
Croftbow?
okay. So mysterious jar of dust. Is that like a reward for Androxyn or the what is it, Voltaro?
Oh, yeah, so for Androxyn, it's just, you know, if you see this person, please let us know, basically. But for Volutari, it's a wanted alive situation. So not dead, wanted alive. And the payment for that is 5,500 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
He doesn't look that strong. I could take him.
I think if someone's wanted for that much, they are that strong.
What was the price, sorry?
5,500 gold
Damn, I
pieces.
should just turn them in.
Officer, I found him. He's in your prison cell.
Good point.
Can we like take the pamphlets and flyers off the board? Is that like
Yeah, if you want to.
okay, cool. I
And
want to
then
take the dust one so that we can have that and look for it.
any other sort of jobs about, or
Are you looking for anything in particular? There's not a whole lot at the moment. It looks like there's one that's closer to Pyrrhus, but reportedly on the outskirts of the Lochlan family estate, there's been a problem with Etten creeping in from the Pyrean mantle.
Edinburgh.
Oh, the giant thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the way, right?
We could definitely keep an eye out for it. Do you think that'd be something that we could all handle? And by all,
Would I know what Eden are, or?
What is it? I actually don't know.
Roll a nature check.
Let's go, Ninja! Woo! Not terrible. That's
Yeah.
a 17, so -3.
Yeah, I mean you're
14.
You're a military
yeah.
trained individual. You've grown up around the area. You would know that Etten are a type of giant. They usually exist around hills and those sorts of areas, maybe gorges, that sort of stuff. This one points to them actually clustering in an encampment and setting up the encampment nearby to the Lochlan family estate, and that there have been a couple of accidents as a result, and they're hoping that someone will solve their problem.
Well, we might be able to do some Etten. It is a big giant. 2 heads.
A giant.
All of us?
Oh, we'll find out.
Sorry, wait, are we supposed to kill these things?
Once the problem's solved.
You could talk to them.
I'm sure there's a non-violent approach to it.
The reward for this one is 125 gold pieces.
It is. What does it say? 1, or does it indicate the quantity?
No, it just says there's an encampment of Etten.
I feel like an encampment implies more than 1.
I would say so.
I mean, this is good to know in case we need to circle back to it at some point.
Yes. I'd say keep that on our minds, but I think for now what we should aim for in regards to jobs is finding this jar thing.
Sounds good. Well, where is this crossbows parlor?
Well, first, so there's a general store around here.
But is there a specific store?
26.5 centimeter ruler.
Why?
It's specific.
What do you measure with it?
26.5
Please
centimeters,
continue
you
with your
fool.
question. Please.
Did we want to have a look at the stores around here for anything that we might need just while we're in the area?
Let me check. Pull out a backpack. Have a look through what I've got. Got pots to make food with, shovel for toilet, bedroll.
How do you use a shovel as a toilet?
You
You
dig
dig
a
a
hole.
hole.
I'm just trying to.
You just shit on the shovel.
you fling it.
Throw it, yeah.
I do it to announce my presence to the enemy. Water skin. I mean, they've got the bedroll. A tent could be nice.
I need more rations myself.
Rations would be good. I've got 5, 10. I've got 10 days worth of
Long.
rations.
Do you have anything, Nero?
No, I don't believe so.
I came all the way across the sea and I have no food or anything.
No, I was planning on staying at taverns and so on.
Okay, but there's no taverns on the road.
Well, I wasn't.
It's so funny. I
Did
love
you eat all your food on the way here? That made sense.
I'm a bit hungry.
I eat the rocks.
James, you might not want to use the XLR cable as a footrest.
What's happening? Oh, Lucky, Lucky, no.
So we could go have a look in there first and see what we need, and then if there's something outside of our price point, we could always come back after we've, done everything that we needed to do.
How much do the rats pay?
The rats.
Yeah, roof rats. How much do they pay?
25 silver.
What are you gonna do? Eat them?
Hit them with a flail.
That seems like an awful idea.
Hit them with the flail.
What if you miss them with a flail?
Oh my god.
I'm breaking a hole in the roof, clearly.
Even if you hit them, I think you're breaking a hole in their roof. Either way.
Why is there sauce coming from the ceiling?
It's so funny.
What's so funny?
Just like, so I just didn't expect you to go for the rat.
We're not going for the rats.
I'm just asking what they're paying. If it's a decent payout, it's a couple fucking rats.
You don't know how many rats it is.
It's okay, we have AoE stuff.
I hope you do. I don't know. I can make one of the rats jewel.
The rats is in.
You there, rat! Back with me!
I have one, but I don't think that'd be a good one
I
to
have
do.
a great spell of fireball. I just smoke the shit out of the rats.
Get rid of the rats. Please clear the building. Thank you. Detonate the building.
They're out of the building! Anyway, so let's go have a look in there. And there's also a bookstore, so I wanted to have a look there myself.
Okay, do you need help carrying the books?
No, I might not buy any, I might just be looking. It's okay, I can carry a few books, I'm not going to buy over 5.
Okay.
That's me entering a bookstore, that's real life me. Not over 5, guys, it's fine.
I don't ration myself like that. But I also I get through all of my tibia before I go into a bookstore, so then I'm safe.
I'm not.
You gotta make smart decisions about life.
One day I wish to have a library. I do not have to read all the books to the library. I must have the library.
Nero, what would you like to do?
Of these jobs?
No. No, not these jobs. Were you not paying attention?
No.
Why not? You're supposed to be travelling with us. It'd be appreciated
Yeah,
if
sorry.
you pay attention.
The night was going on about
Zahryn's
splattering
passive
rats
aggressive.
with.
The knight, his name's Drefan.
So glory.
I guess the salute is appropriate. I think they saluted me.
Anyway, so there's a general store, so we could look for supplies, seeing as you have none.
Is there a specific store?
Oh my god, Nero, I'm going to kill you.
Do you need like a tent or something? Food, rope, medicine?
So we're traveling on. If we're traveling on horseback, I assume so.
No, we're not. We don't have a horse yet.
Well,
We
so we're not traveling on horseback.
We can't afford the horse.
We don't have a horse.
So how are we traveling?
Walking, running. We can run there. Love a run. Be good for
We
the soul.
sprint 30 miles a day.
Fast travel pace, light jog. Let's go. High knees, keep them up.
Oh my god.
You tell me. You're the seasoned adventurers.
You can still have an opinion.
Do you have any preference for ration? I'm a beans guy myself.
Just beans? That seems like
That's all I eat, just refried beans. And
Each
then
can,
I go and
each
shit on
can.
the shovel. And then I go and shit on the shovel.
Probably more of a shot on the shovel, I'll be honest.
I've got a shot in the shovel so I can fling it further away from the campsite.
I don't think it would go further. I think it would just disperse.
Why?
It'd be brown flak.
I'm detecting
no.
bandits, guys.
Ew.
I found them.
Just throw the shot shovel at them. Crazy.
Do I get
I call
D8 of
it-
poison damage?
They call it the shotgun.
The shotgun. Okay. Okay.
Just when I'm eating a lot of corn, you know, and I just shoot out pellets.
Oh my god.
Help me.
Oh my god.
Blunderbuss.
I want to be free.
It's so dumb.
I
I
just
don't
want to
even.
go into the
I
bookstore.
don't even know why we have a shotgun now. I'm so confused.
This is a wrist mounted catapult.
Or
A
perhaps-
wrist-mounted catapult.
Perhaps you'd prefer the
How
shot
about-
ball.
I'm with the shot ball.
Shit lister.
What is the
Shattering
shot?
ram.
The shattering. What is it?
battering ram at making your door smell.
I was thinking a completely different direction. I was thinking it goes up there and then it makes you shit yourself.
Sometimes the pipes get blocked up. You need to break them open.
What the hell? Yo,
Oh.
that's crazy. Okay,
I think-
I'm trying to make it work with Pachar, but I can't figure it out.
okay, so let me get this straight. You guys are now walking to Pyrus. Not gonna worry about the notice boards.
We-
other than
we
the
might. I think
jar?
we're getting rations
Okay.
and things like that,
And-
mainly.
And we're
Okay.
getting the little gem dust bottle.
Oh yeah, we're looking for that.
I think it's about time we got sharded.
Got shot.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I don't know if I approve, but I know what you're saying. Okay. So, Zahryn, you wanted to go to the bookstore, is that correct?
Yeah.
What's happened? You don't want to be involved in the shattering ram?
I wish to change from shit list to Bishitter.
What?
To
From-
bitch shitter? Did you say what the fuck?
Rather than
Big-
shit
wait.
list, Bishitter.
Big shitter? What are you saying? I'm confused.
You like a ballista?
Oh!
What were you saying?
Bishitter.
A bashitter.
Yeah.
Not a ballista.
A bush. Yeah.
A bullshitter.
Bullshit.
Okay. Guys,
We're adults, guy.
we
We didn't just
I'm-
laugh for 10 minutes straight about fucking.
I'm ashamed that the shattering ram, whatever it is, really got me.
No one expects the shattering ram.
No one expects it.
Unexpected penetration.
Ew, hated that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well.
so you guys are looking out for this jar in front of Crossbows. Does anybody else want to go into any of the other stores here? The general store, you wanted to go and get rations at
Yes,
the general store?
please.
Yep, okay. Is there anything else you're looking for?
Book.
Book, yep.
Beak.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you some money.
Okay.
Zahryn's gonna fuck off to the bookstore. You guys are gonna be talking about the shit shovel.
Sorry, I didn't know what to buy. I bought 4 shovels.
One for each of us.
And 2 spare because I've already got one.
Oh my god.
What are you gonna use the extra ones for?
Throwing.
No, one of them's gonna be a piss shovel.
I'm gonna bucket. I'm gonna fling.
A piss bucket?
But.
Straight out of the window. Okay, guys.
Do you remember the butt chucks or whatever from the Minecraft movie?
Yeah.
Butt chuckets? What were they called? Were they called butt chuckets? Or
Yeah, the
something?
nunchucks.
Nun chuckets? Butt chuckets? I swear they were like butt chuckets or something dumb.
They probably were.
Going strong. How much money you giving me?
Are you having fun, Quinn?
1 copper.
Hi, I wish to buy all of my rations.
They were buck chuckets.
Bug chockets, that's right.
And it's on Minecraft Wiki.
Oh,
So
make yourself a
I'll
bug
need
chocket.
you to buy rations for myself as well, and a tent would be appreciated.
Hmm?
That's it.
How many days of rations?
I have 2 on me currently.
I've got 10 on me. That makes 12. How many days to Pyrus?
I don't know. Go ask.
Okay.
I don't know. You go ask.
Okay, how much money do I have to spend?
I don't want to give him a lot. Yeah, take 15 of these. Nero,
Yes.
make sure that he doesn't spend his money on anything other than rations, tent. What else would you need?
Ball bearings.
Legitimately useful.
Please make sure he doesn't use any of the money on rations or tent. That is what he's buying.
Ball bearings could be helpful though. You can scan
Yeah,
them.
for sure. Ball bearings are. You can eat them.
If there's anything else he might need, please make sure that it's actually useful.
I'll do my best, although I'm not a seasoned adventurer.
Use common sense.
That makes 2 of us. Well,
How much? 15 gold?
Yep.
15 gold.
It's also to limit myself at the bookstore.
15 gold is crazy.
Well,
Love that.
Drefan.
Don't
so-
spend all the money.
Okay. Let's go buy food.
Yes.
A bakery.
Please.
Yes.
Why don't we get started at the general store
And then
And
we
that's
go
where
and
we
kill
end.
some rats.
and end at the general store?
Okay.
And then maybe we can move on to the specific store.
Please just wait outside here for me while I go in there and you guys go to that store. Yes?
Okay.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay. I'm not a captain.
Okay, who would like to go first?
Let's go to the general store.
Zahryn, let's go. Okay. Just to cut down the shattering ram situation. Okay. So, Zahryn, you see that there is a bookstore called Wormtails and Curved Pages. Oh. It's me. Find me. Look to the western sky.
As someone
Told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to
lie.
real.
Anyways, I would like
Yep.
to go
So
into
you're
this.
heading into the bookstore.
Yes, please.
As you approach, this one is compared to a lot of other bookstores. This one is arranged actually almost perfectly. There's no surface that is like that. Okay, let me explain. So as you head up, there is a window to the side, and you get a peek into the bookstore below. Everything is arranged in perfect lines along the bookshelves. There's a real art to how they've been placed. Like it's not like color coded or anything, but it's arranged with similar books in one section, similar books in another section. There's no surface that isn't clean and polished, so there's no books that are just lying around. It's quite a long, thin store, so the further that you go, it looks like the more disorderly it gets. Until you get to the back where there are pretty much just piles of books just stacked up to the side, and a long bench that covers almost the width of the narrow store. There doesn't appear to be anybody else in there at the moment other than just a figure at the back that looks to be shelving books.
Okay, cool. Are they sorted by like they're sorted by similar books to one another and stuff like that?
Yeah. So not sorted by like, I mean, as you enter, there's a little ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Did you shoot yourself?
I shattered my pants.
Oh, that's sad. The little bell chimes, and you can see that the person kind of looks up at you. Hello.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
Good, good. And as you look at the shelves, you can see that same authors aren't even sorted together.
Okay.
So there's one section where it's like talking about evocation magic. There's another section where it's like just handy things that you can find in like your house, and stuff like that. Like they're sort of by category rather than by author.
Okay. This is why I don't bring you to the bookstore.
Gay porn. Why was that
It's Pride Month.
Pagon?
Pagon, yeah.
Pride Month.
Peg porn?
What?
Peg porn?
What is pank?
A peg.
Oh.
Pegging.
Anyway,
There's
so
sex in the shadows
I would love to go to. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I would love to go towards.
You're out of frame.
Yeah.
Nobody can see you talking about pegging the shadow.
I didn't. That wasn't me. That must have been some other guy.
Head more towards like the nature section and stuff like that,
Sure,
like
yeah.
encyclopedias on different like plants and whatnot.
Sure. There's a couple of different sections about like how you can improve the life cycle of your vineyards. A lot of it is like agricultural based, so it's about like, you know, different plants that are poisonous that you shouldn't eat and stuff like that as well. But it's mostly like farmhand sort of books for nature specifically. There's a couple of books about like flora and fauna in the Bellestrian Empire. Is there any book in particular that you're looking
I'm
for?
kind of looking for like.
Druid Heresy.
No, I'm just more looking at. You know how you kind
go
of.
to prison for being druid.
What the fuck? No. I'm also interested in like the poisonous plants and stuff like that because we're going on a journey and these guys are dumb.
Okay, sure. Yeah, there's like
Excuse me.
there's a survival guide sort of book. It's it's smaller than this. It's like a little pocket-sized book about some poisonous
Yeah,
plants.
I want to find like little pocket-sized books that, you know, like when
Yeah.
you go and you have like the pocket-sized book. There's like a mushroom collector on TikTok and she'll go there and she'll see a mushroom and then she'll look through her book and she'll be like, look, it's this mushroom,
Slay.
guys.
Yeah.
I want stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Pretty
Death
easy to
Cow.
find if you. I
Spa beef Wellington.
Real.
What?
The beef Wellington
Broomstick
in the.
handle.
No!
Very current affairs. But yeah, sure, you shove a beef Wellington up your ass.
That just came out of nowhere.
I'm just trying to read my books about plants.
I know. I'm so sorry. I need to lock in. I don't think I'm even the one that's locked out right now. I'm like half locked out. I'm getting nerve. Broomstick handle.
The beef Wellington because
The death cat mushroom.
was it a Wellington?
Yeah, what did you think it
It
was?
was like a fucking mushroom like pie or something. It was
A
a
Wellington.
Wellington. Why would you put mushroom?
You make a duck salad with mushrooms.
Okay.
Shattering ram.
Okay, so you do find the one particular book about like poisonous plants in the area if you're looking for things more specific like mushrooms or anything like that.
Yeah, like I want to
just
have
like-
like a little mini collection of like little books so that like
Sure.
when we're out in the wild and stuff like that, I can be like, hold on, let me look at my book real quick.
Awesome. There are there's books on, if you're looking specifically for nature, there's books on like plants and animals in the areas that are kind of similar. Pocket books. I forget what's the name for people that study birds. Fuck. Not an ophthalmologist. That's stupid.
Proctologist.
Zoologist.
No, the bird.
Bird study people.
Watchers.
We're all
Eve.
giggling it.
Ornithology. Isn't that what you
Oh
said?
yes, yes, ornithology.
Ornithopter.
I was close.
Ornithopter.
You know what that is?
They're the guy from Zoom.
Like the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie.
I'm pointing the way. Guys, I love June. Anyway, okay. You're able to find a couple of those sorts of books. Are you looking around different sections or you're just staying in the nature section?
I'll have a look at like different sections for like different little pocket
Okay.
books and stuff like that.
Okay. There is a particular like small pocket book that is like there's a series of them in the kind of arcane section. And one of them is like a wizard's guide to like the series is like a wizard's guide to, and then So one of them is a wizard's guide to like magical creatures, a wizard's guide to evocation magic. One of them you see, like, the series looks to be perfectly ordered except for one particular volume that's been taken out. And it's quite obvious because each of the editions are like numbered on the spine. And the one between 8 and 10 is missing, so number 9 is missing. But you can find a whole heap of arcane books if you'd like. There's also a book in like the travel and history sections that is kind of about things that you can do in the Cuspian conclave. There's also a guide to Vias Lucere. Those are all sort of similar sizes, that sort of stuff.
There's so many books. This is like me book shopping. I need all of them. Do they have like price tags on them, or do I have to like go up there?
There's no price tags on.
So I have to bring a stack and then see the price and then sift out the ones that I do and don't need at the register.
Maybe.
Well, you could. I mean, you could ask. You could ask.
Can I buy your bookshop for 5 gold?
Can please give me your books?
That's why I set the limit for myself, because I knew Zahryn would spend all the money on the books. That's why. It's smart moves. Until I come back out and they've bought like 20,000 ball bearings. Yeah, I would like to like turn my head and go, oh, sorry, are you doing something right now? I was just wondering what the price of these wizard guide books are.
Oh, right.
Yes.
And kind of comes around. Let me help you. For the whole set or just for one each?
I'm interested in the magical creatures one. What other ones would there be?
There's all the different schools of magic. There's...
There'd be like magical plants or anything like that? Yeah. Oh, is that number 9?
Well, I was gonna say the only like sort of like natural magics, you don't see anything for that. But you do see that there's like a wizard's guide to magical loot, like a wizard's guide to like certain magical creatures. Obviously, there's also like a wizard's guide to like
how not to accidentally commit heresy.
No, I'm just looking for fun little guidebooks.
Well, it's sort of like your basic schools of magic.
Yeah.
There's also, you know, there's like a really random edition that's like a wizard's guide to communicating with dragons, and that's like
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't need the dragons.
Most of them seem fairly self-explanatory though.
Yeah. I'm mostly interested in the magical creatures one that you have at the moment. Did you have the full set, or was it just the 9 that you have there?
We do. Well, we there is a full set in the store, but the edition that's missing here, obviously, we you know.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, you know, sometimes you know,
the -2 charisma is kicking in.
Kind of looks around. Well, sometimes, you know, they ban certain books and it trickles down, so it's not strictly for sale, but we do have a full set here with these books.
But it's not for sale.
No, not really.
Okay. He tells me it's not for sale, it's fine.
Surely inside.
Okay, yeah, I'll inside check.
Not for sale unless you're chill. You're just like a chill guy.
So 23.
Yeah, he probably would sell it. He would probably sell it. But obviously, you know, can't advertise that he would sell it, but might sell it.
God, how do I do this?
Oh, you're not gonna sell it. I see. So I'm not going to buy it.
I'm not going to leave like a gold piece on the countertop, and you're not going to leave that book mysteriously by the doorway.
Okay. Well, how much would the set cost exactly, as a whole?
For all of the
the
books?
retail price of it. Kind of.
Well, one book is 5 silver pieces. They're pretty common to find. So, but the whole set will run you probably for all of the 12 books here. That would be 5 gold for those ones.
For all 12?
For all 12, yeah.
Yes. And what about I was at the nature section as well, and there was like some little handbooks as well on.
Right,
those.
right. Well, I could do a deal, a discount, depending on, I mean, you're buying a lot of books, so, you know, I could lump them in for, let's say I'll give them to you for 5 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces.
Oh, that would be so lovely. I'd really appreciate that. I love books. Sorry.
So do I.
Literally, I ended up giving a majority of my money to my friend to make sure that when I came in here I didn't spend
Right.
it all.
Right, well, there's plenty of
I know.
interesting books here.
Yes, we're planning to go on an adventure and go out and everything like that. So I'm sort of a collector, and I just want to be able to have a lot of things so that I can look at them while we're traveling.
Oh, right, yes, well, it's a shame that I don't have the full collection of those ones. And doesn't point to the wizard's guide in front of you, but points to the magical creatures ones. Yeah, it is quite a shame.
Yes, well, hopefully I'll find something on my journeys to the other collections and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Are they more common as well, or?
Not so much. Sort of magical creatures, books, and magical plants, that sort of stuff. Sometimes they can be a little bit hard to find depending on where you're going, though you might be able to find more in other areas of Balastria.
Of course, because different libraries and bookstores have different books, I guess.
Oh, they're just not affected by the ban, probably.
Oh, yes, that too.
Right, so just these ones then?
Yes, I would love
Perfect,
that, if
perfect.
that's possible.
Takes the wizard's guides, and then you bring over the other books, and we'll sell those ones to you.
Yes! I said I wouldn't get more than 5 books, and I have a little bit more than 5.
Are you asking about the other book?
Oh. Yeah. Don't have to speak. Yes. So, do you know if there would be any place where there was a possibility for the whole collection and set of these books that I could get them from? Or because I know you have it here, but...
Oh, yes. Well,
Maybe you could check out the back.
Cuspria maybe would be able to sell you the book. Maybe they might be able to do that. But I fortunately cannot sell it to you. But like, you see, he kind of like puts his hands behind the counter and then like slowly moves out just the corner of the book, and you can see the bottom title is like A Wizard's Guide to to Magical Plants and Natural Magics.
Oh, yes, I know that you definitely can't sell that or anything.
Yes.
Like that. And could I take like another gold out of my thing? But like there could be like a general trade as
Maybe.
acquaintances?
We'll have to see. And is like still packing up the books as he's doing it. With a 16, let's see.
Fuck, he did. Yes.
You can see that he quickly, like, shoves the book under the bottom of the stack. Yeah, it's really a shame, but I would check in Cusbury if you're ever down that way, or past in well, I mean, depends on how far south you go, but I've heard that around the Orestein in Wickerbreath as well, they have some interesting collections. Would love to go there, but
Yes.
yeah, it's a bit of a perilous journey for me. But, to each their own.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. It's good to have like 11 out of the 12.
Yes.
Beautiful. And then I'll add that like extra gold on top of the 5 gold and silver. Is it in like little bag or something?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little paper bag.
Cute. Beautiful.
Okay. Now we go to the Shattering Ram, guys. You guys.
My name's Nero, thank you.
Not Shattering Ram?
No.
It's me, Stevie Wonder.
What?
Stevie
What does
Wonder?
Stevie Wonder have to do with Shattering Rams?
What the hell, man?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, we're heading to the general store.
Okay, yep. The general store is called Admiral's Stuff and Things.
I'll stuff your things any day, Loki.
Whoa.
With a stuff and things.
Stuff and Things.
Stuff and things.
Admiral's Stuff and Things.
Adderall?
Not
Adderall.
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 ADRRYL. Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time.
Admiral Stuff and things.
Yeah. I open the door to this. Is it open?
Yeah, it is open, yep. This general store is... It's kind of like your petrol station setup, where there's somebody behind like some screens, kind of just gives you a nod, looks a little bit bored, and would kind of like rather not be there. There's thin rows of just random little bits and pieces for adventuring purposes. You can see that there's a couple of weapons that are behind the screens as well, behind the figure, and locked away. Stuff like various different sharp knives as well. Are you approaching them, or are you just having a look around?
Good day.
Yo.
Do you know how many days it is to Pyrus, roughly?
Like 3 or so,
3 days.
I guess.
Is that by horse? By foot?
I was thinking by horse, but I guess it'd be closer to 5 if you're walking. I don't know.
All right. Well, yeah.
3 to 5.
3 to 5 days. Okay. Well, let's get a couple more rations to top up. You don't have any, do you?
No.
So you will need a couple. Where are your tents? Tents, right? Tents is
And then like points to the back corner. You can see there are a couple that are strung up. The tents themselves are usually like 2-person tents, and those ones go for 2 gold pieces each.
Okay. So 2 tents.
You don't have a tent of your own?
I've got a bedroll, but the tent would be nice to sleep in. Is there any like bigger tents, like a 12-man or a 3-man or something like that?
There's no 3-man, but there is a 5-man tent.
How much is... Sorry.
That's okay. That's alright. The 5-man tent goes for 4 gold.
4 gold. Maybe we get one of those to fit all of us in case we ever have to do, transport somebody or extra things. We can fit more people in the tent that way.
Neither of you snore, do you?
No, I'm asleep. I assure you, there are scarier things than snoring on the road. Like Etin.
Yes. Well, very well, I suppose. Would you like to go grab that?
Grab
Tray
the
for
5-man tent.
Sure, yep. You grab the 5-man
I'll
tent.
go to the... and rations. Whereabouts would I find?
Just kind of points to the opposite side, one of the long alleyway, sort of like, I don't know, what is it? Corridor? I don't fucking know. What is it?
Aisle?
Aisle! Yeah.
Yes, thank you. And I'll head over and I'll grab. Is it 1 ration per day? Is that the deal?
Mm-hmm.
So I grab like 20 rations.
I've got 10 already.
Oh, I'll grab 10 rations.
I'll double check how many I've got. I'm pretty sure I've got 10. Yeah, I've got 10 days worth of rations. Maybe get a couple. What sort of flavors they've got there? What they've got?
It looks like some. Well, this one's got some smoked jerky. This one's got bits of fruit in it.
Ooh.
What's the? What kind of meat is that?
Is it chipped beef?
Is it chipped beef?
Doesn't look like chipped beef.
Not like any chipped beef I've ever seen, but sure.
Yeah.
I'll just grab an assortment of different.
Okay, yeah. So
different.
there's like different bits of hardtack, dried fruits. There's nuts. There's.
How hard the hardtack? Talking a solid.
98 proof.
It's pretty
100
hard.
proof.
It's some pretty hard tack. Yeah. There's also various different bits of jerky as well.
Pemmican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a ration, that's 5 silver pieces.
All right. So for 10, that's 5 gold.
Doesn't seem right. Is that right? I think it is.
5 gold. So maybe we get. I've got 10. Iron at 2.
Oh, you've already got 10 of your rations, so
Yeah, so
maybe we.
8 for Zahryn. We get 10 for you. So everyone's got 10 days worth of rations.
Oh, so we're buying 18. Sure.
Okay. Yep.
I'll grab a few extras.
Did you want the weapon from here, or would you prefer to go to a blacksmith?
They sell weapons at the general store. That's
yeah, it's
crazy.
like in the adventurers section, so it's like there's some weapons
Damn.
behind the screens.
What kind of weapons?
It just looks like your standard sort of assortment of
Sword.
Yeah, there's long swords and short swords. There's a whole heap of daggers.
Spear.
There's no spears. No.
No. Halberd.
No.
Anything that's got like lots of reach.
No, you probably would have to go to a weapons store for that. It's mostly stuff like hatchets and axes and stuff
What
like
sort of
that.
weapons do you have practice with?
None. I'd prefer if I could stay away from whatever I'm poking though.
Oh yeah, I used to do with lances and more for horses, but a lot of reach on that.
What
We
else
use
do
a
we
shield.
need? Perhaps I should also grab a bedroll.
That could be good. Does Zahryn have a bedroll?
No, I have blanket.
Blanket, my blankie.
So maybe get another 2 bed.
Oh wait, no, I do.
Okay. Everyone has bedrolls.
And a blanket.
Okay.
Because I get cold.
How much is the bedroll?
The bedroll is 1 gold piece.
Oh my goodness, all of my monies.
Do you have a backpack?
Yes.
Okay. Good. But I've got my big pot as well, so we can cook things.
What else did we need? I think that's everything.
Anything fun?
There's
Say-
ball bearings.
Wait, really? Storeman, do you have anything on sale?
Yeah. Like, what are you looking for? There's everything's on sale.
Anything discounted?
Oh, yeah. There's like, and he points to like a section of things that are on clearance. There's just like a whole heap of different, like an assortment of things.
What's in the clearance section?
There's, in the clearance section, there's a couple of like expiring food tins and stuff like that.
Anything exciting?
It depends on what your opinion is of exciting. There's like canned like cheese.
Canned cheese.
Canned cheese. There's
Steamed hams.
There's spam. Get some spam. There's like some tins of fruit as well. Probably the weirdest thing is just like it doesn't really say what it is. It just says that it's like additional meats for your diet.
That is so
But it doesn't.
something
But it doesn't. It doesn't tell you. Like it. It says it's a great source of protein and it's an additional like meat source, but it doesn't like tell you.
I'm always looking for more protein in my diet.
Very well. I'll add it to the stack.
That's why I'm not allowed to hold the money anymore. I invested too heavily in supplements.
In supplements.
Apparently it was a pyramid scheme.
Never heard of it.
Well, let me tell you.
Let me tell you about
Pulls
it.
out the sale book.
Any gear in the discount section?
Any gear? There's a club in the discount section, but it looks like it's been like returned. It looks like it's been damaged.
Like used?
Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
Well, I think just this as well, thank you.
The club?
No, the
mystery meat.
The mystery meat.
Assorted
Yeah,
meats.
okay. Other gear in there. There's there's rope as well. It's only 25 meters of rope. There's a horn. It looks like. Look at him. He wants it so bad. There's a horn as well. It's not like a nice. I wouldn't say it just looks like a brass horn.
Oh, we love brass.
Yeah. So you're just taking the mystery meat?
Yep.
Okay.
You don't want the horn?
The mystery meat
Zahryn would be upset if I show up with a horn.
Zahryn doesn't have to find out.
the mystery meat is 7 copper.
Teach him how to lie!
How much is the horn?
The horn? 2 silver pieces.
Don't take the horn.
Okay.
You evil.
It's probably only that big.
It's fine.
It's a little tiny
it's like
one.
a
That's
little
so fun. This should be quite easy to hide. Don't tell Zahryn. I don't want to get in trouble. And I'll stick out my hand for a handshake.
Like tuck it in a pocket somewhere.
That's a mighty firm grip.
Okay. Yep.
How much? 5 men tent, 18 days worth of rations.
Fuck, okay.
I've-
5 men 10, 4 gold pieces.
I subtracted all my costs already.
Oh, okay.
Oh, except the 5-man tent, which we're going to split, I imagine.
Yep, that works.
How much is 5-man tent? Was 4 gold,
4
so
gold,
an
yeah.
extra 2
The
gold.
rations were...
So that's
8
8 days of
4
rations.
gold.
4 gold.
You need 6 gold out of your pocket.
6 gold. And
I already paid for the trumpet thing.
The spam thing, the like mystery meat, was 7 copper.
Okay. So 8 gold, 7 copper.
And a little tiny horn.
It's okay. I literally spent 6 gold on books.
Sick.
We did have a little bit of fun. So why do you stock these little horns? What are these for?
Like danger and stuff.
For danger.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
like,
particularly dangerous.
You like blow it and stuff.
Yeah, I pick it up and blow some air into it. What does it sound like?
It's like a very
quietly. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're not expecting the sound that comes out of it. It's quite loud. For how small it is, it seems to have quite like an amplification to it. It sounds like a bit. It sounds quite tinny. It's not super shrill though. It's a bit tinny. But it is louder than you expect.
Well, that's quite a bunch. Well, perhaps you can blow this if you ever find yourself in danger.
It's dangerous together though. Take this.
Well, we should probably get going. Thank you, shopkeep.
Okay.
Hey, you
bye.
enjoy your day.
Yep. Bye.
Farewell.
Head out.
you guys exit to Zahryn, probably still in the bookstore, but are you waiting?
Just have a little bit of a look around. Is there anything? What's the happenings on the street?
Is there a blacksmith near here, or like a weapon store near here as well?
Not specifically in this section. It's like a little alcove. So there's a couple of different stores that are lined in like a semicircle. There is an alleyway behind the notice boards, but you're not too sure what's beyond there. If you go to the left of the bookstore, it looks like it opens out further into more shops, and you can hear the faint like ting, ting, ting of like a hammer striking metal.
Should we head to the weapon store to pick out something for you?
Didn't Zahryn say we should wait?
You can wait here.
Sure. Are you waiting or are you going?
I believe we will wait. Thank
Okay,
you.
sure.
Oh, so good.
I think
We
as we
wouldn't do
finish
anything
out our first section, I think that is a pretty good place for us to take our first break here. I don't know what to say. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this first section. When we return, we're going to continue on with the downtime, do some weapons, shopping, maybe go to the library, maybe go to the Panopt, maybe discover some greater mysteries
Maybe
of
find
life.
some blue dust.
Find some blue dust, maybe, perhaps, could be, who knows. More of that after the break. Thank you guys so much for joining. We will see you in 15 minutes. Goodbye for now. Ciao.
Goodbye. Yep.
No, not goodbye. Big chungus.
Oh,
Beep,
Oh
bop,
no.
boop. Beep.
thank you for your help.
Yo,
James.
what's up,
No,
guys,
it's
and
alright.
welcome back. We had a great break. What did we talk about on the break? Just some stuff and things.
Lucky, what was that thing you said?
Oh, it was a racist thing.
I don't know
I
if
don't
we should
remember that.
allow him to speak.
Yeah.
We were talking about Quinn reading books at the gym, which I
Yeah.
think is kind of crazy.
You
It's
do you.
fun.
But I respect it. I just don't think I could do it.
Slay gay.
Thanks.
Slay gay.
Thank you.
I loved that.
That
That
was
was great.
not a directive, but
Oh.
huh?
Oh.
No slaying the gays away today. Maybe when I
actually, it
slay
kind
the
of was
gay away.
though. But not like slay as in slay, not slay as in slay. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I don't know what
right.
to say.
Get the gays to pull a sleigh.
I feel like in Pride Month, gay people should just be able to commit one crime. I'm just kidding, guys. Please don't cancel me.
What
please,
crime?
please. Killing someone. I'm just kidding.
Each gets to
I'm
pick
kidding. I'm
one.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Murder is bad.
I'm kidding. Murder is bad. Manslaughter is slightly better. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
Stop,
but
stop,
it is.
Stop.
Just remember,
stop. Everybody stop.
there's laughter and manslaughter.
Depends who you ask.
Well, in the spelling?
Yeah, that's what he means.
Yeah.
I was talking about the creep
That's
doing.
so deep, Lucky. I didn't know Lucky was such a philosopher.
Guys, I'm kidding about everything that I said. Please.
Please hire me.
Philosophers.
Please hire me.
You know, it doesn't. Once it comes out of your mouth, it'll be taken out of context.
Context, yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm gonna start with my favorite object from mythology, from alchemy, is the philosopher's bone.
Yeah, that's what it's like today. That's the vibe.
Yeah,
That's the tea. That's the hot tea.
can turn anything into gold.
Like the Midas touch.
Might just touch my Balzac.
Might as well.
Yeah. It's one of
Wow.
those days, chat.
Yeah, it is one of those days. But don't worry, it's gonna be a short session because I don't think we can go much longer.
My one brain cell is, it's like sizzling. It's making a little bit of a sizzling sound.
What does it sound
It's going
like? Do it into the mic. Give the people what they want. noted.
It's like a creeper. Oh man.
So we
Oh,
back
I
in the
get
mind,
it.
got our pick and swinging from side to side, side to side.
This taco growing wine. Yeah, why do they? You know, they sound really whiny when they sing the Minecraft parody YouTubers. Lucky would know. Lucky's our resident Minecraft parody expert.
I'm no longer allowed to use my iTunes.
I remember one of my favorite things to do is just like make songs sound really annoying. And I remember once I did it with Radioactive, and you James said to me, you were like, "I hate it when you do that."
It's true.
I have a really weird memory. Didn't you learn how to play Take Back the Night?
On the piano, I did. I was such a cool teenager.
Yeah, just
Just for resident expertise, Dennis here.
I
I can't read music.
donate $10 if you want James to play Take. What is it?
Take Back the Night.
Yeah.
That's not a Minecraft parody. It's a Minecraft original.
Oh, it's original, yeah. Yeah, I could play that shit on the
I
piano.
actually don't even think I've heard it. Maybe.
Oh, you gotta watch the
I
full. You
remember.
gotta watch the full Captain Sparkle saga. He did. It was the Fallen Kingdom, and then there was Take Back the Night, and then there was another one. I think there's been a fourth one now.
The
Captain
Fallen King.
Charles.
I don't know, like 2-3 weeks ago, I got in a really weird mood.
How do you
and
feel
watched
about that, Holly? How do you feel about that?
I like that.
Yeah.
That was great.
I'm currently watching Naruto. That's what I'm currently
Wiz?
watching.
Yo.
Weird.
I'm currently rewatching the entirety of the Marvel's Cinematic Universe, which it's a long slog,
Damn.
but you know.
I'm currently playing The Witcher 3.
Yo.
The Wild Hunt.
Not what I thought you were gonna say, but yeah.
That's what it's called, right? Or is it just
Yeah.
Wild Hunt?
I think.
Is it The Wild Hunt or Wild?
I don't know.
1 second.
I think it's Witcher 3 in a while.
I'm still playing Hollow Knight, everybody. But it's also like hard to fit in Hollow Knight around law school. Guys, did you know?
Are you doing
In law
it?
school.
Are you studying law?
Yeah, did you know that? Did you know that about me? Which is why everything that I said before was not true.
It's.
It.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go. No, you go.
It's The Witcher 3. Colon.
Right.
Colon?
Colon.
Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there's only one colon. I don't know why I said it so many times.
The
Thank
Witcher
you for
3,
your-
colon, Wild Hunt.
One of those colons is mine.
Oh.
I left it there as a surprise.
You just took it out of your body and just left it there.
It's just on loan.
Alright,
It's on loan. Okay. How do you shove a colon back in?
With great difficulty.
Okay,
anyway, we're
I
going to
see.
get you a big stick, weren't we?
A big stick.
The Shattering Shaft.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's really
What
dumb.
did you call it? The Shattering Ram. That's
The
right.
shattering ram. No, what's the shattering shaft?
I suppose.
It's a James original.
I suppose once you wait in the past, I'm gonna figure out what your combat style is.
Okay, yeah. What is your combat style?
What is my combat style? What do you mean? What are you asking?
Animal style.
No, just how we would like, you know, what if you have to fight? What would you prefer?
Running? Usually.
If you have to
That's
fight,
me for real.
I don't know. I've never been in a situation.
Quinn
where
or
I'd-
Zahryn? We'll never know.
you want to be a kind of reach, just a poke.
Rawr.
I'd prefer to be at a distance.
Would you like a crossbow? Can you use a crossbow?
Do you need to have proficiency with?
Mm-hmm. What is your proficiencies?
I've never played this Dungeons and
Dungeon and Dragon.
Dungeon and Smart Gym.
Yeah.
Uh,
Smart Jim. That's me.
Martial,
You use martial weapons.
apparently,
Smart
That's
Job.
the good
my,
ones.
That's my vibe. That's my style. You know what I'm saying?
and simple weapon.
Well, if you're looking for something pointy, you could get something like a glaive.
You could get this shattering ram.
That sort of gives you some options for reach.
I prefer a Shattering Shaft personally.
Oh my god.
Your brain cell is going.
I just
No,
want
I
to
need to- I
vibrate
need
it
to
on a stick.
What is the purpose of this?
A
Vibrator on a
vibrating
stick.
stick.
No, a vibrator on a stick.
So you can be 50 feet away from the person?
Yeah. This person there.
Oh my god.
I feel like that'd be really irritating.
You got like a goblin archer. Just kind of like.
It's a distraction.
What are you
You're like
trying to
disgusted
do,
and like just kind of
vibrate?
like recoiling away.
Do they exist in your world?
No, I haven't thought about. Well, aren't they electric?
Because surely there's some sort of
Some
magical.
fucking wizard has sat down and be like, you know what?
Powered solely by my shocking grass.
It's it's powered by my shocking grass. Oh my god! I just want to know what weapon you want. Fuck!
I cast magic missile.
Is this his wand as well? Is his staff?
Oh my god! Please help me, please.
Sadie, if you're there,
help.
please drive over
A
here
dildo.
and save me, please.
Dildorf the Grey.
I know you're there.
Dildorf the Grey? Please. Please no.
I'm reaching out.
Stripper heels.
Waking up.
Tilt off the gate.
Dildorf the Gay.
Pride Month.
This feels
Happy
like a
Pride.
hate crime. But also happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride!
Happy Pride if you sat through this. Happy Pride.
I certainly shat through this.
Some of the pancakes.
I am calling out for help.
I don't know how anyone can watch this.
I don't know either. I
I'm
don't know
sorry,
what's
it's
happening.
my fault.
No, it's okay. It's alright. I think it's everybody's just lost their brain cell today. We might not be getting to the research section. We might not get there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe is there anything I can do to find out what my fighting style is?
Pull out a
Your
javelin
weapon.
and I'll hand it to you. And I'll just be like, how does that feel? It's relatively long. It's like a polearm.
I'm waking up.
Is that, are you more of a dexterous, dexterous sort of person, or more of a strong, like strength based?
The chemicals.
Like, I like a flail with get a bit of heft behind it. Would you like a hammer?
Sounds just like it.
I mean,
Get a warhammer.
Warhammer 40k?
Get a pet space marine.
I need to play that.
40 gay?
Wait, you need to pay Warhammer. Are you trying to bankrupt yourself?
No. I have a Warhammer game in my Steam.
Ah.
which one?
Vermintide.
You're real.
Adrian Pimento?
It was free, so I installed it, but I've never played it. I love games on Steam.
Real.
Anyway.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
So, like, does that feel comfortable? Are you?
Does my stick feel comfortable?
Does my long stick feel comfortable?
You like the?
It's quite heavy.
Made of metal. I would hope so.
And when I throw this?
Oh, this is. You would throw this. Don't throw it because we're in a crowd. But I was more inquiring because
Target the children.
if you're going to get something like a halberd or a glaive, you'd be holding like a similar length. Would you?
I think that we're too far gone.
I think so too, because
Loki's trying his hardest. Loki, I
I'm
respect
doing
it.
my best
Um,
for once.
maybe we can go to the weapon store and I can see what feels natural. Are we far? Are we going to a blacksmith or to a retailer?
Probably a blacksmith. We'll wait for Zahryn to get out of the bookshop. We should go stand by the window.
That's a wonderful idea.
Yeah. You guys move up to the bookstore window.
What do you?
Just start blowing the
Little
horn.
Is that a?
Are you blowing it as hard as you can?
So just a
Isn't this an alarm horn?
just a little toot.
It's pretty loud. You hear this really loud sound of a horn from outside, a little bit tinny.
Yeah.
You look over to the window and you can see Drefan just pressed against
I'm just like, I'm really sorry to the store clerk while we're putting the transaction.
Yeah, that's
Drefan, I told you not. That's never mind.
They're my friends. They're pretty stupid.
I have a book to help with that.
They can't read.
Ah. Well,
Yes.
a picture book, perhaps, maybe.
Yes. Maybe one day. But for now, I think I'm alright. Thank you very much. And then I grab my bag and I start leaving. Hi.
I don't know where he got that.
How much did that cost?
I don't know where it came from.
4
Where did that come
silver?
from?
7 silver? Don't worry, and I'll give you the 8 gold,
2
9
silver.
silver, 3 copper.
8 gold.
9 silver, 3 copper.
Thanks.
I'm gonna remove all the money from my inventory
Yeah,
again.
give me it back. It's mine.
Gimme.
Gimme.
Give me a man at the midnight.
And then I will also, in your arms, just dump like 8 days worth of rations
Oh my gosh!
and a can of assorted meats.
Why? What is this?
Not a can of assorted meats.
What is this meat?
I assume it's a charcuterie board in a can.
Jacuzzi board?
Charcuterie board.
Okay.
It was on clearance. It expires soon.
Oh.
It was 7 copper pieces.
Bottoms
Why
up?
did you buy that?
Because it was on clearance.
Okay.
Also had more protein. You could do with some more protein.
Yes. Sure. You know what? This isn't the worst that you've done, so it's okay.
What is the worst that he's done out of curiosity?
Losing all his money in a pyramid scheme.
Ah, yes, he did mention that while we're the supplements.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know how long it took to get rid of all of those that he collected?
I got a rash from them.
Thank you for sharing. I think the next item on our agenda is finding a weapon
Yes.
for myself.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're following.
I
the
thought I
sounds
heard
of
the
yeah?
chimes of anvils
Mhm.
not too far from here. Why don't we follow the sounds of hammers against steel?
Sure. Okay. You turn to the left of the bookstore and you can follow along with the ting ting clanging noise of the anvil. As you make your way down, it's a relatively short alleyway, but it does open up at the mouth into a set of 3 sort of they're more open plan stores, so they don't have like, you know how they have like an open pit sort of at the front where you can go in from all different sides, kind of like a market stall, and then at the back they have the rest of the store.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there's a Fletcher there. There's a blacksmith specializing in different sorts of weapons, and there's also an armorer there, and those 3 kind of make up that trifecta of noises that you can hear.
Do you know what weapon type you're after?
Preferably one with some degree of reach.
I mean, okay.
I'd prefer to stay at a distance.
What about a ranged weapon?
Well, they seem quite complicated.
Oh my.
If you're not good at the sorts of dexterous things, you may struggle a bit as well. I find that they can be a bit finicky when it does come to aiming. I know that I struggle a little bit more with the aiming side of things than I do with swinging something. If you want some more reach, we can look at some pole arms.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're heading over to the blacksmith. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, you can see that there are 2 people working.
Mhm.
They are both women. One of them is a half orc, and the other just looks like a human woman. and they both appear to be clanging away on one particular weapon. It looks like a sword. You can see the blade is being formed on the anvil itself. The half-orc looks up at you, nods, and then sort of gestures that to be just a second. Along the back wall, you can see that there are a whole heap of like ready-made weapons. There's a series of, if you're looking more for the longer weapons, there are polearms, glaives, that sort of stuff. There's doesn't look to be any staffs or anything here. Any staves? Yeah, there's none of that here. It's mostly just like metal weaponry.
So a longbow is a martial weapon?
Yeah.
But does it require
Dex.
Dex?
Out of the game, any sort of remote range weapons would be dexterity checks. I think it's just hand axes are strength based.
Yes.
Oh, and they're expensive. Plus, you probably wouldn't find one at a blacksmith.
Yeah, well, there's a fletcher right by there.
Oh, true. True.
If you're looking for ranged weapons, hand crossbow, something like that could be good. But yeah, they don't play to your strengths.
So
It's a whip.
yeah, you can see there's a series of different sort of ranged weapons. They go all the way down into some smaller like throwing axes, darts, that sort of stuff. I mean, if you're looking for longer weapons, you can see there's a trident there as well. There's a warhammer too.
So trident's a throne.
Tridents can be thrown. I think you can also use the melee as well.
Yeah.
Versatile 1d8. 1d6 piercing. So I assume it's 1d6 piercing of thrown?
No, versatile means you can use it either
can-
one-handed or two-handed.
Oh.
So if you use it two-handed, you get more damage, but the one-handed means you can also have a shield if you wanted it.
Okay, does it do this? Okay. Okay.
You're fine being sort of a weapon nerd will start like walking Nero through different weapons and options.
Yeah.
What does a heavy property mean?
I think every part means you've got a certain strength to use it.
Yeah, so you have to have, I think it's a strength of 13.
Okay.
At least, yeah.
Well, I'll head over to the longer weapons, like your glaives and halberd, that type of stuff. Maybe a cheeky little pike.
Sure.
What's a pike? Isn't it just like a spear, kinda, and a fish, something like that?
We'll use it with two hands, right? I think it's a two-handed one. You have to with a pike, and it's like it's heavy too, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a pike. I think it's like a lance in D&D. It's referred to. It's got some really weird rules for how it works. I think it's meant to be used on horseback.
A pike.
I don't know if it's got a pike instead. Do they have a pike in the?
They
do?
do have a pike. Yeah. The
Heavy
pike.
reach two-handed.
It's got I know there's one that's got weird asterisks next to it. That's essentially because it's meant to be used for horseback things.
And it gives you the lance, right? Surely.
Disadvantage if you're within a certain range of an enemy. So if they're close to you, you have disadvantage of hitting them. But if you're on horseback, you can use it like one-handed or something.
It would make sense that you get a disadvantage up close.
It's one of the few weapons that does have that trait. Most of them typically are fine. Like if you get a glaive or something, you don't get disadvantage.
This weapon.
Oh, I don't see that for lance, but maybe.
What is a mastery property?
Oh, it's new. It's part of the new 2024 rules.
It doesn't say anything special.
Okay.
It just says.
Might have updated. I think because it is a 5e weapon and then there's the 5.5b weapon.
Okay. So, you guys are talking about different weapons. They all seem to be really well made. They're not the finest weaponry that you'd find, but they are of a decent quality. They all seem to be steel. There doesn't seem to be any on display that are of a higher cost, except for the daggers. Some of them looks to be made of silver.
Are you supposed to oil swords?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I hail the attention? Is one of the
Yeah.
That's
So
around.
one of them is just kind of letting you guys walk
Mhm.
through. The weapons now seems to have passed around.
excuse me.
Hello, what's up?
Do you mind if I hold one of these
No,
weapons? I
no,
want to
go
get a
for
sense
it.
for the.
Go for it.
I'll first pick off. Is there a glaive at all?
Yeah.
It's all like the
You can
sword
find
on
it,
a
yeah.
stick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find a glaive. Yeah.
I'll pick it up. Are there any, like dummies or anything? Any training dummies or?
No, not
No.
not in this section.
Is
He'll
there
be
a-
your training
Are there
dummy.
any sections that are like empty of people that I can like stab around?
There
in the
doesn't
air?
appear to be very many people around at all. It's still early in the morning. It's probably
Sure.
been about like 8:39ish. So
I'm gonna like try to do some jabbing
Mm-hmm.
like gestures just to see how it feels.
yeah, sure.
And then, Drefan will step in occasionally and like correct like posture or something like that, or go through because with the glaive, I believe it's slashing. So
Oh,
it
is
also
it?
goes through like the cleaving, like methodology with it as well.
It's heavy, but I mean I like the distance on it.
Yeah, it's got good. If you need to like swing as well, you can clear a lot of space around you.
And I might try a few. Sorry.
Do you have 13? You do have 13
Yes.
strength. Okay.
I believe so. 16 strength.
Okay, good,
Ooh,
good.
Strong boy.
Yeah.
Might try a few other weapons as well.
Sure, yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
Are you proficient with shields?
no, not that I'm aware of. Nope. Well, well, maybe I'll like also try a pike and maybe one of the shorter weapons as well.
Yeah.
Like just a short sword or a.
There's a pretty remarkable difference between the glaive and just using a really light short sword.
You know, I think I prefer the longer weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Say Mr. Shopkeep.
Miss.
Yep.
Miss.
Yep. They're both
other-
women here. Yep.
Very sorry.
The half orc
Miss-
appears to be the one looking at you guys.
Oh,
Yep.
Shopkeep.
Yes.
How much does one of these run for?
Which one are you pointing out?
The maybe I'll point out a few. These the pike, the glaive.
Right. So the pike will be 5 gold pieces there. And the glaive is 20 gold pieces.
Ah.
Was there another one you said?
And the halberd.
That will also be 20 gold for that one.
Well, I don't have.
How much do you
How
have?
much do you
I
have?
could buy 11 gold and 2 silver.
Oh my god.
I spent it all on treats.
Treaties.
I mean, if it's something that you're definitely after.
Well, perhaps I can just try the pike for now. Well, perhaps could I take the pike?
Right. Yeah.
How do I take care of a weapon like this?
I actually don't know. Pike wise, I'd assume you'd have to oil it like with a.
I imagine you're maintaining the timber. They're typically
Yeah.
built to be cheap. You just give them to infantry because you just point them
I think
forwards.
they snap pretty easily. There's less
Mm.
like finesse to it, and they also weigh quite a bit. So they're listed here as 18 pounds.
18.
Where is
What's
it?
that in metric?
I don't know. Let's see. Eight kilograms. 8 kilos.
Well, I guess for something that long, it would really like.
The glaive is only 6, so I don't know. That's another consideration if you want. But yeah, the pike.
Oh well.
The shopkeeper probably know more than I do about how you take care of it, but I assume you have to maintain both the timber
Well,
and the.
the other option is.
Yeah.
So we could finish that job and see if it brings in enough funds for me to buy something nicer.
Absolutely.
Well, perhaps we'll come back later. We have a
Right, well,
job to do. Maybe I can procure some more funds for one of the other weapons.
Alright, do you want me to put it aside for you or anything? Or?
If you could hold the glaive,
Yeah,
that would be lovely.
we can do that. And she'll take down the glaive. She's significantly, like, Nero, you're only, what was it, like 5'8"ish,
I'm
you
quite
said?
short.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, maybe you were 5'8"ish, or maybe it was something. No, 5, I don't know.
I don't know
I
how
still haven't
tall
written
I
it
am.
down. I should put in my guy.
I don't remember how tall I am either.
Where's the appearance guys in the guy?
Small.
Background.
Background.
Is me. She's pretty tall. She's around 6 foot. Not as tall as Drefan. You're like you're pretty massive, but she seems to handle the glaive with ease. Puts it to the side. If you're ever looking for a custom piece, let us know. We can absolutely do that for you as well. It'll probably cost a little bit more, but I'll put this to the side for you now. So
Thank you very much.
that's alright. And you guys are free to do whatever you would like to do.
Alright.
Where was that vial last spotted?
Croftbow's parlor.
Say, sorry to bother you again, shopkeep. You wouldn't
Yep,
happen to know
yeah.
where a Croftbow's parlor is, would you?
Yeah, it's on the sort of richer section. If you just head around all the way back down past Natcha, and then you go forward down the next alleyway, turn a right, and then a left, and then another right, and then that'll get you to the courtesan section. It's kind of around where they like do their luncheons and all that sort of stuff.
Very well. Thank you. We will hopefully see you later in the day.
Right? No worries.
Where was the library in regards to that? Like, I just want to make sure we're not going other side just to go back other side again.
Well, the library is kind of close to where the panopt is, so they kind of section things off relatively well. The Natcha Quarter, if you... It's like kind of behind... It's behind the panopt, but not by a long way. It's on like the same side. So if you go out the main thoroughfare and then head back down towards the panopt, you'll be able to.
Okay, so
to
we'll
see
do
it.
that when you want to go to the panopt, so that way you can split up there. Okay, all good. So
Cool.
we'll go towards
Croftbow's parlor then.
Okay,
Croftbow's.
sure.
Yes.
Yep. You guys make your way to Croftbow's parlor. This is more of a tranquil section. It doesn't seem to have been touched by the Rotkin outbreak that kind of rampaged the rest of the city. So you can see that there are a lot of well-kept flowers hanging over the edge of balconies and little planter pots. All of the stone here is like relatively untouched by debris or anything. There's no like shattered windows. It looks quite picturesque and almost like a European, like a well-kept European town. You know, like everything here is just like just so like the architecture is perfectly curved for the arches. You can see that there are a lot of people who are actually sitting outside of shops and they appear to be enjoying tea and coffee. Croftbow's parlor is kind of in the center of like the plaza. Just towards the end, it's like in a little pocket of the semicircle, and you can see that there are a lot of people who are out the front sipping coffees, teas, having cake and that sort of stuff. It seems to be like a luncheon spot.
All right.
Well, I think it might be best if one of us were to go in there, ask if it had been handed in or if they've seen anything.
Yeah, I can go ask if you want to have a look around, see if you can find
the
it.
two of us could have a look around in there.
I will stay here. Why don't you take the pamphlet with
Yes.
you? And
Sure. Okay. We'll start with you, Drefan. You head past a lot of the patrons out the front. You see that some of the women there seem to like They just like gaze up at you and kind of like giggle behind their hands a little bit, like as you walk past, like oh my god, look at me, so strong.
Hot as fuck.
As you walk past, it doesn't seem like it's frequented by many adventurers or warriors of any kind. But you head into the store, and you can see that there are gnomish servers who are bustling about trying to get from point A to B. They're like filling up different teapots. You can see one of them seems particularly harried, like hair kind of all over the place, as they're like on the coffee machine that they've got set up there. And there's one who's kind of like wiping the sweat from the brow, and kind of looks over to you, these spectacles that one of them is like kind of crooked on the face. Looks over. Hello, how can I help you?
Oh, hello there. I am. If you are busy right now, you can wait a couple minutes. We're just looking for something.
We're always busy. Can I get you tea, coffee, a cake? We have a lovely selection. Points down. We've got like a blackberry Danish. There's a blueberry Danish. Actually, these are just new, and like pulls out this. I'm so sorry, stream. Pulls out this tray of what looks to be, they're like donuts, but it's like it's kind of like a cronut type of vibe.
I'm looking at the pastry and it's like just size. There's no money on it. And it's just like it's more of a we are contractors looking for a missing item. It was last seen somewhere around here. We just needed to follow up.
Puts the tray away. Okay, I can get my manager. Hang on. And they kind of like storms down. They've got like a little series of steps down there, and you can see goes to the back door, and then you can hear and then the door closes, and you see a less harried but older looking gentleman gnome come out. His hair is kind of slicked back to the sides. And he seems to have like a more of a dignified air about him as he walks out the front. Hello, how can I help you?
I pull out like the scroll with the picture and be like, we're just looking for this item for what's the jewel's name?
It was for Billow Folk.
For Billow Folks. It was last seen somewhere in this area. We were just wondering if it's been handed in here or seen by anyone.
Right, well, not that I can see around here, but you're welcome to have a look. Nobody's handed anything of the sort in, but yesterday was quite an ordeal.
I look at the puncture in my like chain, I'm like, yes, it wasn't ideal. Was there any sort of areas where it might have been knocked aside or damaged areas around this particular suburb?
Never seen it before, so can't say for sure, but you're welcome to look to the side of the building or in front.
Inside?
Yep.
He drank it.
3.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it.
Right, perfect. I'll be sorry. Well, thank you for your time. I will be poking around a little bit. I might come back a little bit later for a snack, but depending on if I can get access to my money.
Well, we look forward to your patronage.
Zahryn.
There's so many sweet treats in there.
It was Danish.
Where do the Danishes come from if there's no Denmark?
Imagine how fucking done I am. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna world build in where the Danish. There's a small
bring Denmark into.
There's a small little place in the Cardinal Triad.
Can we just have the country modern Denmark? Just an island, just modern Denmark.
The Danes.
There's a small little place in the Cardinal Triad, and it's not called Denmark. Do you know what it's called? Denmark. No, I'll find another name later. My brain.
Hole of Danes.
It's like when you French braid something. Like what the fuck you can't like. There's no France.
Yes, but there is a France.
frog.
What? Oh. Holly's adding to the hit list.
James will die.
It's not
What is
me
it?
for once.
No, you're on my hit list for Shattering Ram.
You're on my shit list.
You're on my shit list. You're on my shat list.
Oh, don't hole punch my fart box.
What is hole punching your fart box?
It's
What
a
does
great
that mean?
question.
What does that mean?
Is your fart box like your voice box, but in your butt?
Maybe referring to my anus, but
Please help me.
Well then, while that's going on,
Mhm.
I'm going to. Are there any like shelves around or somewhere? Like, I wish I knew more about the context of where this thing went missing. Maybe we should have gone to the guy's shop first, so we could have asked him. So we could have asked him some questions about it.
Well, we can go there and ask some questions later.
But are there any like piles of rubble? You said it was quite neat.
Yeah, this
tidy,
this
right?
area does look pretty.
So there's nothing
Pretty well
that's out of the ordinary. No like rubbish. No
Well, there
bins?
are like grates in the floor for like sewerage, that sort of stuff. Like there's like for draining rainfall, that sort of stuff. Like there you could look. Then there are like planter boxes.
If I approach, I'm gonna look at the drains. Are they wide enough for the bottle to fit through?
You don't know how big the bottle is.
Is there an
but
image of it?
maybe. There is an image.
If it was hard to gauge the scale.
Well, you don't know if it's
It wasn't to
doesn't say.
scale.
It doesn't say if it's to scale.
Was it like a sketch? I guess it wasn't like a Polaroid.
yeah, can I find the RFID too?
Yeah, can I just open up Find My Bottle and
Yeah,
press
find my bottle.
There's an Apple tag on it? No.
Oh, an apple air tag.
Air Shag.
Excuse me?
Air shag. Wow.
Me when I'm on the Airbus A380.
In the Mile High Club?
Air shagging.
Anyway, so yeah.
So you guys are looking around.
Yeah.
Looking around downtown, walking around.
What type of lid did like the?
It's a cork.
Classic.
Okay. So there's planter boxes and.
Smooth. Are the gaps in the grates big?
Maybe that big.
Oh, they're pretty big. Can I just like poke my head over and have a look in there?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I think it's a dirty 20. Oh, that wasn't 18, I promise. I think it's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You can see that there are various like
A
glinting.
dirty 19, sorry.
A dirty 19. There are various little artifacts and things that appear to have been washed down. Hello, Hort. Washed down the drain. A lot of them look to be like brooches. There's a couple of pendants and things like that that have just like fallen off. There's like a couple of rings that have been washed down the drain. But it doesn't look like there's specifically a bottle or anything. You do see somebody's flask has fallen through.
Someone's flask.
Yeah.
Flask? Like conical flask? What is going on out there?
I don't
That
know.
was an ambulance.
A wambulance.
Ambulance.
Wambwamps. So there's a flask. Is it like a conical flask? Or like a...
It's like one of those flat ones that you put in your pocket.
Oh, like the drinking flask. Like the...
Yeah, not a conical flask beaker. No.
Like
That
the
sort of
science
thing,
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. That would be cool though.
Well, if we can't find the vial of gems, there are a lot of other valuables down this drain.
That's true.
Could I have a look around the area for any like remnants of the blue dust in case it like opened or broke, as well as the jar itself? So I wanna have a little investigate around the place.
You're like actively going around and like turning. Okay, roll an investigation check for me.
Just this random creepy guy going through.
Just like
The sickly one is going through the trash.
Oh.
the sickly one is going through the trash is crazy. That's so.
I don't
good.
care.
A 4?
Yep.
You start like rummaging around in the plant pots, and you can see some of the women at the table are like. One of them's like paused halfway up and is like looking at you.
I like look straight up and I go, I'm looking for something, obviously. Keep going. And just mind your business. And then I go back down.
I'm going to stare at you as well.
I'm ignoring Nero.
As you're digging through the plant pot, you feel your hands brush against something that feels a little bit cold to the touch. It's
A potato.
It was gonna be a radish. Fuck you. No, you feel your fingers brush against something cold. It feels almost like a disc-like shape.
I want it.
Not another disc.
A disc.
What is it? I pick it up.
You pick it up. You pull it out, and you accidentally take a couple of like roots with it. But you can see it's actually like a platinum piece.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh. Okay.
And I keep looking around. I put that in my pocket and I...
Do you in the same plant pot?
Oh, well... No, I just gotta
Okay.
start looking around in the other
Sure,
plant
okay,
pots
yeah.
and stuff like that. My mission is this thing. I mean, I got a platinum piece, so...
you start rummaging through them. One of them you pull out a radish.
Yes.
There's like some celery that's growing in one of the other ones.
I won't pull the plants out.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to know I'm being gentle with the plants.
Yes,
I don't want
yep.
to pull them out.
Actually, casting spike green.
But there's nothing in like the plant pots that you find. You have a look around for any remnants of the blue dust in the vial. It doesn't seem like there's any around the area, so it doesn't look like it's spilled around Crossbows. It might have spilled elsewhere. You do see that there are some bottles that have been like discarded behind a plant pot, but none of them seem to match the description. They just appear to be like drinking bottles.
Are the women drinking tea still looking at me weird or anything like that?
They appear to be very engrossed in a conversation now.
Okay, that's good.
They're like, their heads are all bowed together. They're whispering to each other. One of them's like pointing over to the other women at like at a table over.
Oh, they're gossiping. They are gossiping.
Gossiping.
They are. Are you gonna listen?
No, I'm gonna walk straight up to them and like be like, "Oh, you were looking at me earlier. Can I speak to you for a second?"
Oh, yes, darling. What can we do for you?
So there's a job and there was a jar of like blue powder and stuff like that in it, and I was wondering if you guys frequent this place a lot. You might have seen it. It was lost yesterday.
Oh, yes, but in the rush from yesterday, everything was sort of crazy. But if you're looking for thieves of any sort, well, I can tell you the exact sort that you should be speaking to, and they all kind of like, oh.
So real, so relatable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who should I be speaking to then?
I can give you an exact person's name. Sorry.
I am not getting these hints. I simply take them at face value, and I will go to this person that you tell me to go to.
Hello, crime daddy. Have you stolen anything?
Well, you know, I would recommend talking to Jessamine over there. She probably knows a little bit more about you know, those dirty Lochlan folk. They probably are all stealing down in the cellars and all sorts.
Who was gentleman? Sorry, which one?
Points to the lady that's like looking over, and kind of like she hurriedly looks away, like trying not to to make it obvious that she was looking at the conversation. But she appears to be a half-elf woman, kind of a darker complexion, this straight long hair. It's kind of pulled back, and she's sort of looking to the left and right, and kind of doesn't seem to be super engaged in the conversation with the people at the table. There's 3 other women there. They all seem to be talking to each other, but she sort of seems a little bit isolated.
Okay. And you said that she knows about taking things? Are you saying that the jar was stolen?
Maybe. It's not likely that somebody would lose something around here unless it's something insignificant, like a little ring or something.
Okay. Enjoy your tea. And then Tigger walk off and walk straight to this Justin.
As soon as you walk away, they're laughing. Just mean.
Fist fight them.
I beat the shit out of an old woman. You walk straight to Jessamine?
Yes. Hi, is your name Jessamine?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm looking for a jar, and the jar has blue dust in it, and it was lost somewhere around here. Do you frequent here a lot? Those ladies are laughing for some reason, and they told me to come to you.
Well, I do sort of frequent here. I wasn't here recently. I try and avoid it on days like this, kind of gestures to them.
Yes.
Have we met before? I don't know if I should I know who you are?
No, I don't know who you are either. It's just those ladies told me to come speak to you and ask about what I'm in search of.
Okay. Sorry, I just thought I would ask. What kind of dust is it?
Did we get specifics in the pamphlet, or
it just says highly valuable, urgent return, and then gives you like the price. Tells you where it was located.
No, it's just a jar with blue dust in it, and the contractor is asking for it to be returned.
She kind of thinks for a second. I don't think I've seen any recently, but a few days ago there was someone who was selling sort of arcane dust, kind of a traveling merchant. They might be a better person to speak to. Could, if it's a gem dust maybe, or something like that.
Possibly, because it was the jewelers that were asking for said dust.
Oh, right.
Do you know where this merchant would be now, or do you think they've left already?
I wouldn't be able to say. I saw them down near Natcher Quarter, but I suppose if you have a look, just walking around, they probably would be frequenting maybe the more wealthy areas at the moment. They seem to be less touched by the rot.
What?
The rot? The wealthier areas? The Rotkin didn't get here, so
yes.
more people would be here.
What's their description? What did they look like? If you know?
There was I didn't speak to them, unfortunately, but there was a cart that they were pulling behind them. Probably pretty obvious we don't get a lot of travelling merchants here. It was a wagon. It just said wares on the top.
Okay. Also, why do those girls keep laughing at you?
She kind of looks awkwardly away.
Because I do want to let you know they were making fun of you to me.
I know. There's sort of just a silly rivalry between our family and theirs. Well, not my family, but my soon-to-be family. It's sort of a whole deal between the Loftons and the Torrigs.
Oh.
Yeah, people here sort of choose sides, but I didn't necessarily have a choice.
Oh. Who are they then?
Well, that would be the Torrig contingent. I'll see. they've sort of come out of the woodwork recently. Well, not necessarily recently, but that one there kind of points to the lady who was laughing, like pointing over at her. Her son was supposed to be marrying Allegra before Allegra was found out to be a druid, but it's a little bit ironic if you ask me, because well, we all know what happened in the past with those sort of the affairs and things like that.
What?
She kind of looks at you strangely. It was just like it was just a silly thing that sort of spiraled out of control. But years and years ago, the Lochtons were accused of having a druid in their midst who was helping them to be successful with their plant growth and their vineyards and all that sort of stuff. But well, she went missing. But it was sort of it was rumoured that she was having an affair with one of the Torig sons, and well, there's reason to suggest, I'm not saying for sure that they did it, but this is just what I was told when I was brought here to join their family, that well, apparently the Torigs had her killed, and that was sort of the disappearance. But I guess, you know, what goes around comes around if you believe in that sort of stuff, because now Allegra obviously is has been actually utilised as a druid for the Torigs, and they were found out, and then obviously she was supposed to be executed, but I guess she's on the run now. I don't really know, but the Torigs trying to sort of throw blame at us for that again.
But that was years and years ago. That's stupid.
Well, my family wasn't involved. It was just arranged that I marry one of the Lochlan sons.
Okay. Hopefully that goes well then, I guess.
She sort of gives you a smile that seems like, roll an insight check.
16.
She seems melancholy about it. She seems quite sad about it, but like a little bit awkward as well.
Oh, I see. Well, hopefully it gets better from here.
Thank you. Well, I hope you're able to find your dust.
Yes, I'm looking for the dust. Yes, I am. Thank you for the seller thing, the person that sells the things. And yes, I go now.
Well, you could check the sellers as well if you wanted to. Sometimes things sort of find themselves squirreled away in there. I wouldn't know how to get around them, but there are certain deposits, I've been told, of people using it like a sort of vault. So maybe if you're looking for something, it might be down there.
Do you know if there's an entrance around here at all?
Not that I've ever used, but they usually tend to be a little bit more inconspicuous than the other cellar entrances.
Well, thank you.
It's okay.
I'm gonna go back to my friend now. Enjoy your
Sure.
tea and cake and stuff.
Right. Thank you. I will.
Like awkward, like bow sort of thing, because that's just how Zahryn says bye, and then I trot back off to
Sure.
Nero.
I'm gonna try to lift the grate out of the ground.
Yeah, okay. Roll a strength check for me.
9.
mean, it's a maintenance grate, so you can lift it like with a little bit of struggle. It's stuck in there more than you thought. You kind of and then I kind of put it to the side.
Is there somewhere I can tie a piece of rope to?
There's like a nearby table leg, maybe.
No.
You there, random woman.
Is there a ladder down?
No, it's not very far down. It's only like it's not like a sewerage grate. This one's just like for like a storm drain, basically. It's probably you could like reach down and grab stuff.
Sure, I'll grab whatever's. I'll have a bit of a feel around and grab whatever's in there.
Sure, you're grabbing everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Dog shit.
There's probably collectively, I would say, there's 10 silver pieces and 6 copper pieces. You get a ring that has an emerald kind of positioned in the center of the band. It kind of wraps around with leaves as well around the actual band itself. There's a couple of pendants in there. There's the flask.
The flask? Oh, right, the flask. Yeah.
Handful of things to sell to the jewelers. Iron flask beholder.
There's a couple of other like simpler bands for rings and things like that.
How many, what sort of value are we talking with rings and pendants alone?
You would have to get them valued, but this is kind of a rich area, so there might be some sort of wealth to it. The emerald probably would go for a bit.
So the amulet and drinking flask.
Taking the jeweler and being like, we didn't find that thing. We found all this red jewelry though. Sorry, it's covered in shit.
Nothing else? That's it?
Nothing else really.
Alright, well I'll slide the grate
Okay, yep.
back on.
Okay.
Is Zahryn, are you approaching?
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah, you see Nero with his hand in the grate, rummaging around, pulling things out.
What are you doing? Putting your hands in the grate.
I'm just looking for things. And look what I found. The search was quite fruitful.
Junk?
And I'll show the emerald ring.
Oh, yes.
Now, that's a fairly large emerald.
I mean, that seems quite nice. I
I'll
found...
put it on.
Okay.
It's a bit tight, you'd probably be able to get it on like a
Like a
finger.
pinky.
Yeah.
It's a small ring.
Great. So, that lovely lady over there, points to Jessamine, was telling me about there's a merchant that travels and sells arcane stuff, so they might sell like gem powders and stuff like that, but also that people often like to use the cellars around here as sort of vault-like things, so we could possibly find an entrance to one of those, and it could be that someone took it yesterday and then put it in the cellar as like a little keeping it in there sort of thing.
I'm wondering if this merchant is the person who my father came to meet with to buy the stuff. Selling strange magical gem stuff?
Oh, possibly.
Could be. That's very useful information, but first, I want to look around. Is there any sort of like shattered glass? Or
Not in this section. Like the Rotkins outbreak doesn't seem to have affected it.
I'm looking like maybe someone dropped the vial and it smashed, but no.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Alright, well, is there anything we haven't searched yet?
Well, I was going through the plant pots. I'm not going through the rubbish.
Are there bins?
Yeah, there's a few public bins. Yeah.
Open top? Just have like a peek.
I pick it up.
I'm gonna like try to be discreet about it though.
Yeah, just a brief look. Okay.
I'll pretend to drop something.
Roll a perception check for me.
7.
A 7, and also roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Oh, I think my sleight of hand is -2. 3.
You walk up to the bin, and instead of just like subtly pretending to throw something in the bin, you pick your hand up and then just like very obviously just as you look in. Sorry, what was your perception?
7.
7. Lucky D-worded as well.
D-worded.
Bring him back.
A D-word is a very
Bring her
type
back.
of
Good movie.
I'm gonna stop talking. D-word.
You D-word.
Broomstick.
Phillips head screwdriver.
You have
Bag
a look
of
in the bin. You can see
marbles.
lots of like remnants of
Christmas
pastries
edition.
and things that have been put into the bin. There are a couple of
Fist.
like bottles and things that have been collected in there as well. It just seems like random stuff from what you can see.
Sure. Well, perhaps we should follow one of your leads.
Yes.
Where's Drefan?
In there.
Do we see Drefan?
Yeah, he probably would have come out by now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, I think here's our next plan if we're set on finding this vial.
Did you get any
They said
information?
we can look around.
Oh, we already did that.
There are pastries inside.
Okay.
They had a blueberry one, and a cheese one, and
Well,
an
they sound
apricot
lovely.
one, and then there was like a donut thing, but it was like croissant pastry.
Uh-huh.
And then
Perhaps I'll grab one.
What?
Would you like one too,
Please,
Drefan?
can I have a date?
I would love one, thank you.
We want one.
Would you like two?
As many as I'm allowed.
I'm gonna go and buy a pastry with these filthy coins. I just pull out.
You see that same,
I'll try to like wipe them down a little bit first. But
you see that same harried looking gnome is behind the bar. What can I get for you?
well, perhaps one of each of your danishes.
Okay, and you can see the eyes are watering slightly. Right.
Is everything all right?
It's perfectly fine.
Am I done? Do I smell from going through the drain
Yeah.
and the bin?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm quite sorry.
That's. You can see the gnome is like fully like crying now. It's fine. It's alright. I'll get you one of the danishes. Like pulls them out. Would you like them to have here or to go?
I'll go.
Right. Thank you so much.
I actually want to have it right here by the counter.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So for each of these ones here, that'll be a silver piece, please.
I'll hand it.
You can see it's like one. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just been a really emotional day. I'm so sorry. Wraps them up for you and then passes
Thank
them
you
over.
kindly.
There's 6
I'll be
in
on
total.
my way.
No worries. As soon as you turn your back, you hear that.
Do I really smell that bad?
It's pretty pungent, yeah.
I'll sniff my hands. Oh wow.
I've been in soldier's camp most of my life, and
Perhaps I should go have a shower.
is there like a sink in mine?
There is a bathroom in the store.
I might go and like wash my hands and.
Okay, you go back into the store.
No, sorry, in the store. No, is there a public bathroom or like a fountain, drinking fountain, or? You know, sometimes like a little dog tap. I'm not sure if
there's no dog tap here, but there is like a well sort of like you can.
Yeah, he's
Look at that,
doing
yeah.
drinking
I might.
water.
Not in the drinking water. I meant like one of those.
Yeah.
You know, like
The
the
hand.
pumps. Yeah, the hand pump.
I might just go and wee wee.
Yeah.
Wee. That's the sound of the squeaky pump.
That's what it makes. Wee wee.
wee wee wee. Wah.
Nice.
And there's the sound of a little duck nearby. A little duck is like,
Quang.
Quack. That's what I sound like.
You know, in Terraria, like there are all little ducklings, and there's this just randomly sometimes the ducks will go quack in like a human voice. It's
Oh my
really fun.
No,
Go
I haven't played Terraria
It's
much.
really good.
Quack.
The last time I played Terraria, I accidentally got onto hard mode, and I spent the night panicking so much about hard mode, I started crying, and I have never opened up Terraria again.
Real.
And I
Holy
want you to
shit.
know that this was like 2 years ago, so it wasn't like I was a child. I was an adult.
This happened to me with Metro Exodus. I really loved the game, but it was so scary. And like there were just certain parts where it's like you're crawling through this duct system, and then there are these like
Oh, no.
massive spider beasts chasing you,
No,
and it's
no,
black,
no,
and you have to like
no,
shine
no,
this
no,
torch around. I was
no.
like, nah.
No,
And I quit, and
no.
I never played again.
Guys, if you want to see me cry, look out for the FNAF video.
Yes.
5 nights at FNAF.
Yeah, I think I just got so stressed by what was going on. And then I tried night 5 like 4 times, and then I just kept fucking eating shit. And I just over it. I think I cried on like night 2 though, so
Yeah, you did.
you know, dream, believe, achieve. You too can be like me.
Chad.
Yeah. You
Nice.
too can be Chad. Chad's sensitive inside.
Nope. Guess we'll go find a place to have picnic and eat pastry.
With the drain hands. Yep.
Yeah.
I washed my hands.
I'll also wash my
I'm
hands
washing my
like
hands
a
with a
sanitary
wing.
lad.
Yep. So you guys head off to find a place to picnic?
Have some pastries and then we'll go find a mage that's doing
Okay.
things.
They're very nice pastries. They're lovely. Really nicely made.
I wonder where these come from. What part of the world?
Denmark, obviously.
The modern state of Denmark with its modern military.
No, you idiots. It's Markton.
No, that's true.
Do they also have an overseas territory land grade?
Yes.
The land of the green. It's where all the orcs live.
In peace and harmony.
Dormore.
What? Dormore. The land of Earthelmid.
Earthelmid.
Dangalf.
Dangalf the
Dangalf.
Yag.
Dangalf the Yag?
Yeah.
Why Yag? Why not Gag?
White the saucer.
What?
White the
Gandalf
saucer.
the Saucer?
And we're gone again.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. This is really funny. There's a Lovecraft thing about Charles the Sorcerer, who's a mage that predicted a family was going to die at 30. The bit that like every single male in the family dies at 30 years old. What it is he sneaks into the house and just kills them.
Oh my god.
Charles the Sorcerer.
Oh my god. Dangalf the saucer. Alright. I shouldn't have started with Markton. I went out too strong.
But Markton was good. You've opened up a whole new can of worms.
Yeah, Markton.
Is their flag a white cross on a red background?
That makes Lockie
It'd be a red. It's just the English flag.
Clunlock. Leehole.
Leho.
Remember when I got bullied for being Hoily last time? And now I'm Leehole.
I'm
Leehole.
S-Jam.
S-Jam's what?
NyQuil.
Where's the Y? What's
I don't know. I was thinking it was cough medicine.
Because I don't have enough syllables in
Yeah.
there.
NyQuil.
And NyQuil. Good night,
Jin's
guys.
done. And, Guns
Dungeons
Drag.
and Dragons?
Wait. I fucked up.
I'm really upset. Why does my name get butchered all the time? Why am I Hoily?
And Jolly Ho.
Jolly Ho, yeah. Jolly Ho. That's me.
Leho.
Leehole.
Who's Lee? Oh, it is Lee Hole, yeah. But it's Lee with a L-Y.
Liehole.
Truth Hole.
Lie hole and
Truth
truth hole.
Social.
One hole tells the truth, the other hole says nothing but lies.
All men do is eat hot chip and lie.
What?
Charge they phone, eat hot chip, and lie.
I do charge their phone.
That's me.
That's what
Charge
we
Don't
do.
charge their phone.
Yeah. I think this campaign's just been bullying me.
I don't think that's not true.
I think it is.
I think Hoyley and what was Lockie's Hoyley equivalent?
Lochlan.
Lochlan. Loyly.
Loyally?
Loyly Lochlan.
What?
Mesja.
Mesja? I'm confused.
Mesmerizing.
Mesmerizing.
Masturbating.
That's where I draw the line.
What are you guys doing?
That's good, James.
Banter. Taban.
Taban.
I think it's over.
Taban.
I think it's gone.
Taban.
Teletubbies.
Wouldn't it just be turban?
Mackie Packy.
Turban?
Yeah.
I forgot. Banter. Ban.
But it's
Pep Doc.
Pep Doc.
It's over.
Doc Pep.
it's so Jova. Guys, that's the end of the stream. I can fucking
Pep
over.
Docker.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do, or should we leave it for when you guys are more
I like to
brain
enjoy
cells?
my Danish. I don't understand. They're called Danishes, right? Why are we laughing? I just want to eat my
I wish to
pastry.
enjoy my finish.
Can I please enjoy my Swedish?
My Swedish is also pastries, right?
I wish to enjoy my check.
Again. Paycheck. Very enjoyable.
I think Holly was just like, do you
I
want to
wish
do
to
anything
enjoy
else
my
but
Slovakian.
eating the Danishes before we finish?
I already told you they were nice Danishes. I don't understand.
I
Wish to
just
enjoy
say I
my
like to enjoy. I
Milanese.
like to take a cheeky bite. out of my
Nero
cheeky
would
Danish.
like to take a moment of silence
I'd like to-
reminisce
I'd like to
about the
savor
voice of
this
the
moment.
We have to say grace over Markishes.
Sorry,
Markish.
Markton?
Markton.
So it's Markishes, yeah.
Markishes.
Markishes.
Drefan, would you like to say grace?
Would you like to say
I
grace
wish to
over
enjoy my
Markishes?
Sudanese.
What the fuck?
I think this is starting to get a bit.
This is what I said, guys. Do you want to do
My
anything
face.
else, or do we just end it here?
I would like to eat my Danish. Please.
You've already eaten
I
it!
haven't eaten. Well, I'd like to eat my second Danish, please. We have 6.
Sudan, my face.
How do you know we have 6?
Because I bought 6. One of each.
How did you know there were 6?
I told you there was 6.
Oh, okay.
Lee Hall said so.
Lee Ho said we have 6 Markishes. Sorry, 5 Markishes and
From
cronut.
Markton.
5 Markishes and a cronut.
What's
okay.
a cronut?
It's a donut
A
with
croissant donut.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. They also have cruffins now.
Cruffins?
Yeah.
Like a muffin croissant?
Yeah.
Okay, what about a ham and cheese sandwich?
What? Ham and cheese croissant?
Do you mean a ham and cheese croissant?
They exist. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Pretty normal.
Also, wouldn't it be a cram and cheese sandwich?
Cram and he
That's a-
sandwich.
Cram and crease
It's
sandwich.
definitely a ham and cheese sandwich.
Jesus crying. He's laughing so hard he's crying. Look at him.
I just want my Danish, man.
Well, I'm giving you the Danish.
And that's what you've eaten like 4 days.
Sorry, guys. I paid.
Just eating the paper bag. My the Danish.
Oh my god. I would like to enjoy my Danish. I would like to enjoy my Danish. I would like to enjoy my Danish. Jesus Christ.
I was waiting for like some sort of confirmation, like you eat your Danish.
I said you've eaten your Danish. They taste delicious.
Oh,
I
thank
said.
you.
Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Okay.
that was a good Danish.
Can I have a Serbian?
We don't. I don't think they sold Serbians.
They definitely didn't sell Serbians.
What the fuck?
That's not even a food. It just sounds like slavery. Stop saying it.
Slavery is a serious
Yeah,
topic.
that's more funny.
to go, guys. It's not productive. It's not productive. It's
He's proud of himself.
Oh my
He
God.
tried that joke about 10 times
I
and it only
know.
landed.
It's Toby and work well.
It's because I was trying to ignore it. I heard this. I heard this suit on my face. Oh my God.
So
Good
you're
posture
using
hurts
that?
Kabina next if you'd like.
Thank you so much. I heard the suit on my face and I just thought
Who was that Lockie?
Yeah, I thought I just can't. I just can't.
How did I miss that? That's fucked up.
South Sudan my face.
I've been trying to end the stream for like 10 minutes.
Holly,
I
you
just
sound
need
like
to
how you
do
were
it.
when you were about to cry.
I'm stressed. Oh my God.
Damn.
That's gonna be the end of the stream, I guess. I don't know. What else? Do you guys want to do anything other than eating your Danish?
Never mind, I don't got anything.
Yeah, I think I'm done. All I wanted to do was eat my Danish.
Okay,
And my
you guys saw it coming 10 minutes ago when I tried before it ended. But we wouldn't have gotten suit on my face.
Sid from Ice Age.
Yeah, sit on my face. I love that meme.
Face on my Sid.
I don't know what that means, but yeah. I don't understand, but I support it. Anyway, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride! Happy Pride!
Happy Pride.
Join us next time for our Pride Month special podcast.
Where we
Titled.
just go batshit crazy.
It's titled.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Happy Bride.
It's just called Happy Pride. That's it. That's the entire podcast. It's just
Happy Pride.
And we do it only ever in June.
It's Happy Pride, colon. the
Wild
podcast.
times.
Yo. What the fuck?
The podcast. I think that would be a good name.
How would anybody find it?
What?
They'll search up Happy
I
Pride.
know
Search
that-
up Pride, colon, Wild Hunt.
The
Except
podcast.
Wild
Live.
Hunt. Wild cunt.
No!
Sorry, is that word not allowed?
No,
Well, it depends on the
at this
business.
point, I feel like there's something that's not allowed here.
Is it
Other than
Locky?
slurs, okay? No.
Yeah, slurs are never okay. That's...
Yeah, but you know we can
What?
talk about power word blood fart.
Power word
Sick,
blood
yeah.
chart.
Blood, yeah, and shattering rams. This has not been a good stream. What's happened to us?
The chart of war.
The shot of.
Okay.
Is-
I think I'm good now.
I think I'm done. I think that's my final. That's my piece de résistance. My magnum opus.
Everything is just worked up to shot of war.
Pinnacle of stream.
Pinnacle
I've been
of
trying to
death.
work with Uzbek for a bit now, but I can't think of one.
What were you trying to do?
I'm trying to fit the Uzbek in there somewhere.
Please help me, guys. Please, I'm suffering. I'm suffering so much.
Anyway, I guess thanks for watching.
In any case, thanks so much for watching the.
Whatever this was.
Thanks so much for watching this stream. We did play some D&D, kind of.
We did
There
invent.
was like minimal rolls this time,
We did
but
invent the shattering
maximum
ram.
heart. Yeah, we invented the shattering ram. Well, you guys invented the shattering
We
ram.
may not be the most professional, but we for sure are the least.
Maybe we actually might be now.
Great.
Yeah,
What
that's
I
it.
want.
We're sticking to our brand.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry that we died this time. We tried to keep it together. Quinn was keeping it together. I lost my way a couple of times.
What is your way?
It's like Mirkwood.
Downtown.
Making my way downtown.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
Running
walking
faster. Running
Huh?
faster.
Did you say eating ass? What did you say?
Walking fast, eating ass.
Oh.
Now I'm homebound.
Now I'm homebound. Okay. Real. Well, we'll leave you with that thought. Always a pleasure, never.
Sorry, I'm just providing a backing track.
Always a pleasure, never a try to DM for you all. We will see you guys in 2 weeks' time when we come back with session 6, where hopefully nobody is like brain dead. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go. In any case, much love to you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and sticking with us. If you got all the way to here, much love to you guys, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye for now.
Ciao.
Ciao.